Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of
Whom?
Of Annihilation. Guys, get me early.
Dying.
You know, that went pretty well, all things considered. Last time over on Tomb, you all had but your final destination in front of you. The fabled Tomb of Annihilation. Ready for your airship to head over to. No other major instances of investigation on the map after going through town and very mournfully addressing Fenville's passing and not traumatizing the bystanders at port. You received some assistance from Wakanga in order to replace your fallen compatriot, as Upsilon had left the party and had them and Fenville both replaced by Ali Biwat and High Commodore let me open up the actual thing. They were replaced by Ali Biwat and also High Major Commodore Artillery Sergeant Bruno, Captain of the Third Order of the Bombardment Corps.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That's
Having replaced their compatriots in a very swift and morbidly efficient manner, the party set off on their airship toward the fabled Tomb of Annihilation. On their way over, they decided, what if we just decked each other in the snalls a couple of times and proceeded to have multiple 1v1 duels against each other. After doing that, you all were about to head off to the tomb and then once again got distracted before heading to the tomb. You know, the final destination, that tomb. The very same destination. You got distracted heading off to what High Commodore Bruno was given with a book to find something called the Book of Vorn. After intimidating some grungs and lying to them basically about their entire religious upbringing and really their entire state of being, you managed to successfully steal the Shield Guardian, which is now yours. They're making a replacement. It's not very good.
Wow.
Now you are on the ship. What will you do?
Probably head to Omu, yeah.
The recap agrees that the next thing the party did was head to Omu.
That's why I thought we were
after
doing.
dipping Harry.
Right.
Did you have ways of guaranteeing that Harry wouldn't explode spontaneously from being deaf to Firefinger? I forgot if I think you had some way of guaranteeing it, right?
Well, let me see. So, his minimum just from rolling is 22, and then there's a 1d4 from Bruno, and then there's a 3d6. Yeah, it's included, the Paladin. And I think Ali Biwat has
I
something
can give
too,
him
right?
a D10 or a D4 or.
Yeah, so between all of it, it's basically impossible for him to fail, I believe. Because with there's a talisman and the die for die.
So what I'm hearing is there's a chance.
Oh yeah. Which is why we're
Alright.
gonna do it.
You bring the airship over to Firefinger and proceed to dip Harry into the righteous fire.
Wait, Nick, did you have something that gave advantage?
I don't
Harry had something that gave him
think I
advantage.
did.
What'd you say, Jake?
Harry had something that gave him advantage.
I mean, if I see him, I can give Flash of Genius, I think, right?
Oh yeah. Wait, that's perfect. Just gotta scooch on over within 30 feet of that fire.
Real close.
Well, it's funny too because Jordan also has to live. They both have to be like 30 feet away.
Singeing my whiskers.
If Harry fails, they'd probably also blow up. That's the best part.
I don't know if
But
I'm
it's
okay
like-
with that.
Well, it's not gonna happen. Like if you get Flash of Genius, you literally can't fail. So
Okay.
so start off with that. Let's see if he's just that amazing. Okay, he's fine.
Alright.
There.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay. They didn't even have any bonuses. They just rolled a straight 19 on that.
Constituting, so
Yeah.
But you know what?
Harry's
Just-
actually just cracked.
just for us to know, what would have happened if they rolled a 1? Like, let's say they would have gotten 12 by base. So go ahead and add the rest of the modifiers just to find out.
Well, it looks like they would have got 23.
What's
just
your ant
off
mod,
their
Nick?
own.
My ant was 9.
Done.
Oh, well,
Oh,
He's fine.
yeah. Yeah, I mean... Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
wait, how much intelligence do you have?
28.
Okay, well, that would do it, yeah.
Yeah.
That would do it.
I put
Nick and I
all of
both
my
showed up.
epic levels into intelligence.
I put all my epic levels into Constitution. Together we make one idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means, yeah, I think literally it was impossible for Harry to fail then, right? That would be
Yeah, as long as
21.
Flash of Genius is in range, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Harry once again becomes Big Harry and is now a huge flying monkey. This will most certainly not impose any kind of difficulties whatsoever.
Wait, hang on, let me increase its health.
Are you gonna say like Harry
Boom.
can't fit in the tomb?
Actually, I'm gonna size.
You say nothing, Azel.
Ah, true.
I'm gonna size my cannons down to medium 2, since I will presumably not be able to bring large cannons through.
This seems like a fair assumption, although perhaps wrong. But we'll find out soon enough.
Hey, worst case scenario, we just wait 24 hours and it goes back to normal size.
Alright, you have everything set up as your airship continues on its way over to Omu. Let me go ahead and bring it up. Oh, also I guess this is... Although it is funny that your name is so long, it is actually pushing my zoom button off the screen. You will have to decrease it. You can have 3 lines. 3 lines I think fits fine, but like once it starts extending off, it pushes my zoom button so far I can't actually click it anymore.
Okay, no worries. Let me change it.
It is 1984.
Let me just remove a
1984.
corpse right now. Okay, does that work?
This is cute.
It's a capybara.
Sorry, Sid. Is that good?
Want it
Or
from the zoo?
Yeah, that works fine. I can see it now.
okay.
I remember I gave you a stuffed thing for Mr. Tin Man, a friend from Mr. Tin Man.
Oh yeah, I think it's up here. I'll have to find them
And
later. Okay, so you continue on your way over to Omu, except you make one stop on the way. Multi-day stop, you may even say. And actually, I believe you were handling this while this was under construction. Actually, I locked Finville. Where are they? Oh, there they are, right next to the dead slot.
Did you just say Fenville? Oh, Fenville. I thought you.
I think that's the wrong one.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I was bringing the wrong Finville corpse across the map.
So many dead
multiple.
Fenvilles.
Alright. You returned over to Hakamar, where you had some materials being financed into something more powerful. First of all, Ali Bawat, with the assistance of the dwarves over there, you have upgraded your staff of power quite a bit.
Jeez.
Well,
Yeah. For those who don't feel like reading through for every single one of the nitty-gritty changes, it regains all its charges at dawn now. If it runs out of all its charges, you roll for it. On a 6 to 20, it regains all of the charges. You can expend more charges when using Power Strike, which deals more damage, and for upcasting your spells, they now know to spell Magic, Stone Skin, and Long Strider, and the Retributive Strike hits a lot harder. Twice as much damage.
Yeah, it's Pog.
give it 0% chance of travel to a random player. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly wish that part. Loki wish that part wasn't there because I'm immune before stand. So like I'm not worried about it. I'm more worried about where the hell I end up. But
As
it's
long as
funny
it
that it's there.
As long as it takes you to the elemental plane of ranch dressing, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
As for High Major Commodore Artillery Sergeant Bruno, the staff of the Python has been improved quite considerably. It no longer breaks when the Python dies, which is now upgraded from being a huge constrictor snake to a constricting Python, which is much stronger. That's pretty much it. It's otherwise fairly similar. Oh, and it can also be used on initiative instead of just as an action. It is otherwise pretty similar to how the regular Staff of the Python functions.
Yeah.
That's Pog.
Yep.
If only they had that for the fights earlier.
True. I fight Alabi-Wan, and instead of 1v1, it's 1v like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
You'd still win though.
Doesn't the Shield Guardian also do force damage?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
good.
No, he does bludgeoning damage.
Okay, wait. Before we go in the tomb, what do we know about like Valindra in terms of what damage type she might deal? Like, what do we know about the red mages?
I think they're just
Yeah.
an organization. I don't think I don't think it would give us any inkling to what spells they cast. The only
Well,
thing we saw her cast like some acid spell, and then she casted fly. I think.
It was Blight, I think,
Blight. Okay.
which is necrotic, not acid.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. And if they're red mages, I think that means they're probably split between damage and healing. So they probably won't have 9th level slots.
Mm.
Were you gonna say Aqua?
Do you have history proficiency of the
I
I think yeah.
I have expertise in both, so.
Yeah,
I
and
have
expertise as well.
both, actually.
So there's a lot of history going on. In terms of what you gain from your proficiency, you are aware that the red mages are, for the most part, pretty standard in terms of mages, right? They do the classic mage things. They know things like Fireball, Vitriolic Spear, Haste, Shield, a Wall of Force, Force Cage, all of the classics, basically. They're very classical mages in their training, especially because of their study over in Day is very focused on being adept at the classical forms of magic. People like Valindra and liches in general are actually pretty common amongst the ranks of the red mages. Not every lich, of course, is nearly as strong as Valindra is, but, well, there are liches. And some of these archmages that you've seen around might even be liches themselves. Liches have a tendency of gravitating toward, but not necessarily having affinity for necromancy spells. Things like Blight, Circle of Death, also very classical things. You did see that the archmages, and to attain the rank of an archmage in Day, this is where expertise comes in, would have required knowing how to cast 9th level spells, amongst some other kinds of accomplishments. And you did see multiple archmages with Valindra.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Harry will swap the resistance to necrotic from the chalice.
Immunity.
Or yeah, sorry, immunity.
Big.
I think that's more likely to come up then.
So I didn't watch last session, so I don't know if what items from the pool you guys attuned to.
Oh, I'm attuned to the Ring of Agony and Wango's Homing Spear.
I am attuned to the Ring of Mental Fortitude and Unk's Walking Stick. And the Staff of the Python.
Because I was thinking about the Ring of Mental Fortitude, but alright.
Okay.
I just wanted a high AC without spending money. And it totally worked.
You are beset upon by Nightwalkers on your way over to Omu, but frankly you're all so strong that they pose no significant issue. You kill them all on the way over. They keep on trying to hassle your ship and, well, it doesn't work. Oh, well, I just realized that the music on this is wrong.
I do like that we're using Earthbound rules where we just bump into them and they insta-die.
Give me a
Good
moment.
rules, honestly.
Imagine if I did make you have to go through it. That'd be really annoying.
Imagine if you had us fight guys way weaker than us and then we still got like multiple party members killed.
Interesting. Oh, not that one.
Like we go back to that hallway and like Azelka just dies.
That would never happen.
No, I like to say the XCOM special. Where like you go back, you fight something you think should be really weak, and they just crit you. You're like, ah, damn.
That rocks. That rocks. I want to be mad. Only a little bit.
Here we go. All right. You just kind of bump into these Nightwalkers and slay them as they even arriving at the ship like 2 at a time. Right, they are beset upon by artillery fire, easy repositioning from Ali Bawat, Kyon being able to sneak attack them for multiple damage. They didn't crit yet on any of those attacks. Saga punching them, stunning them, and Azel literally just wailing at them. Jordan's going about keeping everybody, not even really have to expend any resources to top everyone off, just being there for saving throws would prevent most of the effects that the Nightwalkers had.
Mark, even in the combats we skip, you don't crit. That's how bad
Yeah.
crit is.
That's just tragic.
I don't do
What?
damage in that one either, apparently.
I think it would have been difficult. The Nightwalkers would have probably been killed before you got in range.
I mean, I have cantrips and a flying mount.
Oh, that's true. You would be able to fly up to them.
Oh my god, I can give your mount more attacks.
Arriving over at the city, you do not see the gigantic elder dinosaur zombie that was over there. It is currently
Oh my
not
god,
situated.
hate it.
I mean, I would like to hope that means it got destroyed somehow, but it's not likely.
What if it's just like really small?
I don't think Enlarge Reduce does that many size levels.
What if it's like hyper and large reduce?
Yeah, they cast it at 9th level.
I don't think that works.
It should though.
It would be funny, yeah.
You wouldn't
Definitely
get it.
should.
This is one of those spells that should have an upcast, like how commands upcast instead of being extra creatures should just be you get an extra word per spell level.
Yeah. It's kind of sad like a bunch of the paladin spells don't upcast because they're not expected to be able to upcast.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, in the vast majority of campaigns, why would you?
Get it.
Yeah, meanwhile, like, here you casually all get, like, your spells upgraded by 4 levels.
Yeah.
Is quick
It
question.
happens.
Is there any spells that like any of y'all would like me to have prepared? Like just in case.
Probably some healing, you know?
I did start preparing Prayer of Healing. Because I felt like it felt pretty damn efficient, especially with the automatic upcast now.
2d8 plus. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, that is pretty efficient. Wow, not bad. Wait, casting time 10 minutes. I just realized. Jesus.
Yeah, it's not an in-battle thing. It's basically a
Mhm.
short rest replacement.
Mm.
But like
That's
I
pretty
did
similar.
I still have Cure Wounds, this for emergency in-battle healing.
I have some healing and I have a good amount of healing in my class.
You have healing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually not sure what you are, but you look like some kind of marshal judging on that health.
Kind.
Fun fact. He was rolling d8 it dies.
Yeah, I rolled 22 d8 and got 123 as the result, which is 24 above average, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, most of their HP is just because 28 Constitution is a lot of Constitution. That's a lot of con!
I
Yeah,
have a
that
strength
is.
score of 10 and a dex score of 12.
How do
Oh.
you attack then?
I don't really.
Yeah.
Should have seen the
That's
1v1s.
why,
My only
honestly.
way to beat people was I would stand in the pool and have them hurt themselves.
Yeah.
I would just mean like I could just convert all my damage to fire and just hit you, right?
Yeah. That's why I
Thanks.
couldn't beat Rose. She just punched me with poison. Just like,
Yeah.
this is an issue.
I mean, at
You
least
are
we have
looming.
a tank.
You are looming above the city now. You have 2 different, essentially, options of sorts where you're able to kind of drop down.
I mean,
I was bothered about my token not being dead.
I imagine like we should probably get like Vidlindra's okay or like
No,
whatever.
what?
Like she's
Why?
willing. I mean, we were supposed to be. I mean, the idea was we are traveling with her, right?
Even
Or
though,
were
guys,
we planning on just going ahead without her?
We technically don't have all the cubes.
We don't have all
according
the
to
Yeah,
Rose.
the cubes.
That's true.
So I believe we're going with her, whether we like it or not.
I hope we can get some of her wizards killed in the tomb by the traps, honestly. Like, I would like to be able to, like, smite her face off at some point.
Hey, Aqua,
Yeah.
if you,
Yes.
can you intentionally miss? You can, right?
Yes, you can intentionally miss.
Well, that might be relevant. We're just like, oh no, I missed the oh no, it's killing the wizard. Oh no.
I'm just
And
hoping that
you ruled earlier it is not obvious whether or not a paladin's aura is affecting you, right?
Right, it's not terribly obvious at all.
Okay, so like I might just withhold my aura from all of them.
Bro, I'm
You know,
hoping
all
this
of my
ends up
auras.
Valindra's party, our party, and a Serac just having a 3-way Royal Rumble.
Okay. In that case, you head down over to the Fane of the Night Serpent that they took over a while ago.
I think we should like send a head, like a sending before we land.
I mean,
No.
you've got the sending thing. Remember, you can do
Yeah.
whatever
We'll
the
just
hell you
show
want.
up.
I forgot how nice this map is.
Is it because of the blood?
No, I actually wasn't even
No.
at that part, but I am partial to this green pool.
Or which green pool?
The green pool.
one.
Oh, that. Let me read the description of that is, because there are descriptions for each of these rooms. Because, you know, normally there used to be people here.
It looks kind of
And
like
Valindra didn't like
two
that.
snakes.
Why
And it's like, there used to be people here, no longer.
just swim? There are rooms here that make me mad, though. Like what the heck? Who designed this room? Like, what the heck, man?
I mean, presumably that's like the waterborne entrance, maybe? It's supposed to be trapped or something? I don't know.
That
It's
room
like,
right there, this room over here,
the water.
these
it's like-
these dank catacombs have been converted into sleeping quarters. The walls are lined with alcoves that now serve as nests for Yonti.
Oh god.
I mean, I don't think that's the case anymore, right? I imagine they would all have been deaded.
Oh yeah, they're
they slept
very
through it,
much
they're
dead.
actually still there.
Over here, a rickety wooden walkway threads around the walls of a deep pit. Foul odors waft up from below. Somewhere in the gloom beneath you, thousands of snakes writhe.
I imagine those were also deaded.
No, they kept them.
Okay.
Is the walkway still rickety?
How are they
it
alive?
is-
Are they like eating each other for food?
Magic.
Many of the wizards can easily use create food and water. They just create food and water occasionally. It's pretty easy.
I mean-
Snakes won't complain about it.
Okay.
Imagine you're a snake and like, man, I'm hungry, and it starts raining like mice. Yo, let's go.
Well, see,
No.
mice would be a bit too much for the kind of food. See, the type,
Yeah.
at least in my head canon, the type of food that is created from create food and water is. Let me see, where is it? Huh, here it is.
It doesn't actually like specify, like with any kind of detail on the spell, other than that the food is bland but nourishing.
Yeah, hold on, I got you. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's not loading. That's annoying.
I mean, if they wanted to be like nice, they could probably use prestidigitation to flavor it like mice before they drop it in, I guess.
Oh my god, they're using prestidigitation.
Alright, got it. Here it is.
Like mice.
The
I mean, that's,
way
like,
that
one
the
of
food
big uses, isn't it?
the food tastes like what you imagine the food inside of this to taste like.
You know, like,
I
that was
posted
like
in campaign chat.
I was under the impression that like that was one of the main uses for prestidigitation was to make anything taste like anything you want.
Oh, I meant create food and water. This is
No,
what the food tastes like.
It's to create silent farts.
Nice.
You could actually do that with the Artificer level 1 ribbon.
True.
You send down about your arrival into the Serpent of the Night Fang. The red wizards just kind of nod as they walk by you, or are sometimes engrossed in whatever they're researching or casting or looking at, that they don't really acknowledge you entering.
Yeah. I figured.
Hey Aqua.
Please shoot.
Do the red wizards ever seem to care about like spell scrolls?
What do you mean by care about them?
Well, like, cause I figured that some wizards might bring along like scrolls to supplement their spell slots, so they're not using a spell slot if it's like a spell. They're like, I don't want to use a spell slot on this. Like, do these wizards ever do anything like that?
Technically, scrolls are more valuable than spell slots. Like, it actually costs actual gold to make them.
Yeah, but like if you're in like a combat, you're like, I want extra spell slots kind of thing, you know?
I think it would be more often used to supplement their spells known, like being able to cast cleric spells as a wizard.
Mm.
Yes, looking around, they do occasionally keep a few scrolls on hand. With our Arcana expertise, you can recognize that some of them are like very, very commonly, as an example, yeah, like they have healing word or cure wounds on hand as a backup.
I'm gonna steal
You
a
also-
cure wounds spell scroll.
They also
That's
have health potions or
He
just a few.
ignores me.
They have a few potions in general that just kind of clink on.
Is sleight of hand like one of your auto success ones? I don't remember.
No, but the chance of me failing
Might as
is
well be.
ludicrously low. Yeah.
Yeah, wizards are not known for having high perception.
Yeah. Siako, can I try and take one of the cure wounds or healing word ones?
Yes,
I'll
go
have
for it.
alarm casted on them.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine. I think you're good. Yeah, yoink.
Sweet. Which one did I get? Healing word or cure wounds?
Both.
Oh shit.
Nice. It's like one of those double-sided scrolls.
No, they're just that good. When you accidentally, when you try just grabbing one fry, but you actually grab two.
Alright, I'm ready to go in the tomb. I have everything I need.
When you grab one chip, but there's another chip stuck to it.
Yeah. Do note that with the way that scrolls work, if you cast any spell on a scroll, then you can't use another spell scroll again until you take a long rest.
Never. You just can only use one spell scroll in your entire life. Okay, that's fine.
Forever.
You pick cure wounds.
Curious.
Hey, listen. Cure wounds saves your life. You won't be talking shit.
I know
Question.
cure wounds, I have medic, and I have potions. I'm fine.
But if you're the one who's dead,
Do spells cast
Not
through
happening.
scrolls also get the upcast from our chalice?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to ask, does my so I have the boon of spell mastery for grease. Does the grease that I get to cast through that still get upcasted, or is it stuck at level 1?
That would be upcast.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm reading something about the spell scroll. Give me a second. No, never mind. If it's when you use a spell scroll, that will also get the +4 upcast bonus.
Og.
I had to double check the wording on it, but it basically just gives you the ability to cast it. And since you're casting the spell at that point, it works.
I mean, I guess...
So wait, which cubes did each person? I should have written them down. You all got all 9 cubes in total, right? And then hid. Which ones were you hiding?
we gave some of them to her, and then she
Yeah,
found
we
a
didn't
few them
hide
herself.
any. Yeah, all the ones that we had at the time, like all 4 of them, we gave them to her, and so sorry, I shouldn't. And then we found more, and then didn't tell her that we found them.
Right. So which were the 4 that you gave to them?
We
If you open up the map, I could.
I think
I know
the only
Shigambi.
ones, the only ones we didn't tell her about, I think, were Obalaka and Unk.
Well, she
I
did
thought,
Obalaka
right?
herself.
Yeah. So which ones did we go
She
to
did?
first?
Oh, you're right, she did.
No,
My
we
bad.
should have written this down somewhere.
Which
We
one was the
probably
one near the
should've.
corpse flower? That was
Kubazan.
Ejin.
yeah, that was the Jewels of Wonder. Yeah, Ijin. Those were some we got.
No, wait, that was Kubzan.
Oh wait, it was. Oh
Yeah.
right, it's Ring of Muscle. Wait,
That was
and then
Kubzan, this is Ejin.
yeah, so the ones
Yeah.
we gave her.
Moa.
Yeah, we gave her Moa, Ijin, Kubuzan, and then Shigambi, and then she got Obalaka. So as
And
far
then
as
you
she's concerned,
And then she found this one down here by herself.
No, she found Oblaka.
No, she found a luck. Then remember, she found another one down here.
Oh, it was like a duplicate one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this Shigambi, by the way?
No, this should be Shigambi, I think.
That one should be Papazotl, I thought.
Is it?
No, not the one you're playing on, the other one. This one was Papazotl, wasn't it? Or was Papazotl over here?
This, you mean?
I think this was Papa's.
That one, yeah. So what was this?
I don't remember it.
Was this Nang Nang?
One of these
No,
was
it wasn't.
Shigambi.
I thought Nang Nang was the one over here.
This is
Nang
Nang Nang.
Nang. Wait.
I think this one was Shigambi.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this
Yeah,
is Shigambi.
Shigambi was
There's
right
Shigambi,
beside Unk.
Nang
Shigambi was
Nang.
Unk,
There's Shigambi, Papazotl, and then Nang Nang.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, anyway. She has Ijin, she has Kubuzan, she has Shigambi, she has Obalaka, and this one was what again?
That's Shigambi.
Yeah, sorry, what was this one? That was
Papazotl.
yeah, so then she has Papazotl, she has those 5. But Shigambi was a duplicate, so we also have Shigambi. We have Unk, we have Wongo, and I think that's all of them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we have Unk, Wongo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have those 3 here.
I mean, there's
Okay,
9
cool.
in total. If she has 5, we should be given 4, not 3.
Oh, Moa. Moa's the other one that we should have then.
Oh,
Yeah, so we have Moa, was Unk,
We have
Wongo.
Moa, Wongo, Unk, and Nang Nang. Right?
Okay, cool.
I believe so,
it
yeah.
should be the full set of 9.
Yeah.
Right. Then heading on over as they are already getting outside of the throne room chair there and are beginning to meet you over in just the hallway. Actually, they're not waiting for you inside the throne room.
Does this mean we should put ourselves there?
Yeah.
I'll put myself further back since I haven't actually met her yet. Oh god, the purple liquid.
Oh, Harry's gonna have to like be in the middle of the room because he's kind of thick right
Harry
now.
doesn't have to be in here necessarily.
Can you size Harry up? He's gotta squeeze in here.
I don't think you would have been able to squeeze in there.
Through this 10-foot corridor?
Is he large?
Isn't he like 20 by 20 right now?
That's gargantuan. Huge is only.
Yeah, I think he's this size, which I'm pretty sure. Can he squeeze through that? I actually don't know.
Yeah, they can squeeze to one size smaller, so Harry can get into the 10 by 10.
He probably cannot fly in here.
Yeah.
Oh, very much not. Although
It's
even the
just
red,
a giant monkey that's just walking around.
the red wizards definitely do take notice of this, right? You see a lot of them just kind of eyeing Harry as they're continuing whatever they're doing.
Actually, wait. What if he just like is using the cloak of invisibility, so he's just like blocking the entire hallway and they can't
They
see?
hear rumbling as he walks, but they don't see anything.
One of them
He's
can't
one
see
of-
invisibility. They're like, hang on a second.
I must be seeing things. Either I'm going
Wait.
crazy or there's a giant monkey going through this.
Yeah, like I did assume
Imagine-
he was invisible the whole time because of the.
Imagine casting see invisibility. You have to convince all your friends you're not crazy.
No, really.
20 by 20 monkey.
I mean, he's 15 by 15.
Still, you see a 15 by 15 monkey.
Yeah, it's not much. It's not that much better, you know.
And it's a species that's normally like 3 feet tall here at best, you know.
Looks looking inquisitively at them.
I suppose this is where we present the remaining cubes to Valindra.
At least. I think Saga was holding on to the cubes, right?
Yes, I have all of them.
Yeah, like everything stone and earth Saga kept track of.
That is true.
Are you okay, Rose?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm making a substitute sheet while working, so
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Valendra greets all of you here. Well, welcome back over. And it seems that you are now ready for us to insert what you found and the ones that we have as well.
Yup.
Are we going right away then?
Let's see, no
think so.
I've no reason to tarry. I've mostly been bored and engaging inside of messaging and paperwork.
It's
Is this a Hydra back here?
equivalent.
Is
Yeah.
this a Hydra back here?
Yeah.
We saw it last time.
I couldn't. We haven't been here in a while. I forgot.
I think someone tried to animal handling it to pet it, but I don't remember really.
Gotcha.
That sounds familiar.
I believe it. That sounds like something we'd do.
Sounds like something Fedwell would do, actually.
I think it was Kian actually.
Was it?
I don't really
I'm
remember. It's
innocent,
been a
right?
while,
I don't think it was me.
and I'm not really awake at the moment.
So business as usual.
Thank you, Jay.
Let me send
I
a
want
message
to
out.
say fuck you
Oh.
to that, but it's true.
Melindra goes ahead and says, "I'll go ahead and send a message out." They as to emphasize the point, they put two of their fingers over to their temple, and you see that many red wizards, as if telepathically knowing about this, begin filing in line to get moving.
Taxes.
Is this like Rary's telepathic bond, or
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't-
telepathy.
okay? Like I don't have Arcana proficiency anyway, so it's not like I would know.
Jordan's just like, is that a telepathic bond? No, stupid.
As they're exiting, all of the red wizards continue filing up and leaving alongside as of a big crowd. Probably the largest gathering of sheer magic that you've really seen on one go. Just gathered up together.
Should we be like up there beside her, or like behind, or what? I actually don't know where we should be positioning ourselves.
All I'm saying is if I attacked Valendra with a fire attack, it would hit all of them.
I don't think this is the plan.
It's not, but it would be funny.
But did we have a plan? No.
I do feel like we will be able to run them through resources and health and bodies through in the tomb, so it's not the best point to
Yeah, I mean, like,
choose-
if they get split up, how hard would it be just to, like, shank one of them, you know?
I mean,
True.
I'm not
Like, you
against
just gotta
that.
kill them in one hit before they can think to Valendra and telepathically speak to her. Easy.
Yeah, that telepathy does make it harder because like they're at least like the equivalent of like 18th level wizards, so like they have 18 hit dice, so it might be hard to sneak attack 1 to 0 in one hit.
Unless I crit, but that's not gonna happen.
Right.
They begin lining up over to where the entrance of the tomb last was. The map has changed since last time because I found a better one, actually.
I mean, because the tomb is really magical and the entrance changes every so often to confuse people.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right, Aqua?
Guys, I have a question.
That would suck. Like a
Can you
tomb where
give
the
me some
entrance keeps
examples?
going in different places.
Can you give me some examples of claims? Like,
What?
Names?
I need to put more claims. I think math is the most important subject in school. I believe chocolate is the most delicious flavor of ice cream. I need more, but I
Bad
cannot
taste.
think of any.
What is this?
Cats
how
are
is this
better than
related to your
dogs.
job? I don't understand.
Cats are not better
What-
than dogs.
What do you mean what
Yes,
my
they are.
job is? I'm
Dogs are
teaching
better than
English
cats,
to
bro.
non-English speakers.
Completely untrue.
But
Besides,
that still doesn't
Fish are
explain
the
to me
best.
why you need to list claims.
Because
Um,
we're working on claim reasoning evidence.
A tiger is stronger than a gorilla.
Okay. That's
Well, first off, you're wrong.
Why is there a dead Fenval in the middle of the water?
Here's
I
what
think that was
Kiana's
supposed
better
to
than
represent us when we were flying in.
Shit.
what did you say, Nick?
Saga. Kiana's better than Saga.
Okay, something that they can actually relate to the real world. If you have any, please DM me right now. I need like 10. So,
Does it have to be something that's provable, or can it be opinion, or what?
yes, because I need to. I'm gonna write claims that I'm gonna fake write evidence, and then they need to match the claim with the evidence, and then write a reasoning based
Yo,
on the claim
evidence?
with the evidence.
Okay, so
Ever?
no, purple is the best color.
I mean, I could write that and then find some psychology says purple makes you feel.
Everyone
I
wants to
think-
bang their mother.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Thank you,
Um,
Freud.
See, there's evidence for that, quote unquote. Segue that.
You asked the wrong people, Rose.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think that's
you really
one
did.
you're going to be using for with school children.
Well, how old are these people?
In high school.
High schoolers, yeah,
Ah.
9th
Yeah.
through 12th grade.
He just doubled down.
Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought.
Bro.
No,
That-
I would
That's
not.
all they say to each other.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
Bro,
I'm just saying that there is
Shut up,
supposed to be like
dude.
a certain level of professionality and decorum a teacher is supposed to have, I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your suggestion?
More like dumb quorum.
You don't worry about his suggestion.
Yeah,
That
don't
was
worry
Yeah,
about
don't worry about it. Don't watch the VOD back. Just don't.
It rhymes with Regmansoid.
Oh, right, about the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I.
Okay. So, are we gonna like move on to the tomb now?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I hope so.
What the fuck? There's so many wizards.
This is not a very lawful like progression.
I don't think we can.
That is
fit
so
through the
unorderly.
door.
Well, I mean, they don't have to be like in an orderly line once you're outside. Do you walk in a single like fashion line when you're outside? That'd be really weird.
Whatever.
I do. I do. In
I
fact.
was just thinking of like in Mario RPG, like when Bowser like has his troops, they're always like in the single lines.
God.
How
So
weird
this
would that look?
Technically, is not military.
Well, they're not military.
Yeah,
They're
so this
wizards.
technically isn't military, so
Fuck.
I'm just gonna be flying above, like on
I
my
can't.
target.
Thank you, Aqua.
I can't fly.
You can?
No, I'm on the ground. Or I can. I have the broom of flying actually, but I can't fly of my own power.
Yeah, as the red wizards are going on by, the undead elder dinosaur just kind of extends its head over in their general direction and snorts out a breath of putrid necrotic gas.
He's trying to kill
We
us,
all
bro.
die.
It's
what
just the
is-
wizard falls dead on the floor.
What is this thing over here? Because I looked at it and I went, oh my god, a cracked bathtub. But like that doesn't seem correct.
Hmm?
What is?
This thing way over on the left.
This map
I like
is so
cracked bathtub.
fucking big.
It looks like a cracked bathtub, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Um,
A
There's just-
Serac no
Oh,
longer
okay. Now I
needs
get it.
to
Now I get it. I
bathe.
get it. I get it. I understand.
Wait, why? This place is. These people are getting rowdy. Look a little bit above it. There's an overturned chair. Like they were just going nuts out here.
there's also like a broken, like humongous jug right here.
Oh shit! The party was getting lit. Wait, there's another cracked bathtub down here.
What was happening here?
People just
Another way with
throwing
the
out
one on the far
bathrooms.
right too.
One over
I
there,
think the
yeah.
idea is
Yeah.
it's supposed to be in disrepair from age, not partying.
I like the
It could be
first one
both.
better. Yeah.
Aged partying.
There was a lot of parties here a long time ago.
Hey, wait, they're leaving. Wait
Oh
up.
shit. Yeah, oops.
Oh, God,
Hey, hang on.
I drew a box and I forgot that I can move a Zelka.
Oh yeah, I had to get rid of the Zell perms. Let me go do that.
I've had that for weeks when the one time I was shooting people at them.
There it is. It's gone.
Would it be mean to hover slightly above the wizards as an air of superiority over these motherfuckers?
No.
I mean, I was
In
flying.
fact, I
over them,
recommend it.
And I've like
Yeah,
set
sure.
down like over here.
I'll float over all of them over into the paladin dimension.
I'll walk on the ground like a
Damn.
regular schmuck. Now the mighty have
Noob.
fallen.
I
You're here.
don't see Saga anywhere.
She's probably
there.
off screen, able to run in at any moment.
Runs it at Mach 2.
Right.
Oh, she's all the way back there.
Where are you guys?
We're up by the temple entrance.
Okay, can you
Map-
move me my
This map kind
thingy
of
is
big,
doing
though.
that thing?
It's alright. She's only 290 feet away. That's literally one turn.
Not even.
Yeah, actually, they just
Not
literally just like blink and whoops.
Oh my god! I'm gonna restart roll 20.
You know, I haven't updated Harry's mage armor in a while. He's
Is
getting
his plot level advanced with level or something?
plot armor is proficiency bonus, and
So,
mage
yeah,
armor is dex, and his dex has gone up a fair bit since we got the chalice. So he's actually 4 AC short of what she'd had.
Sheesh. Why is the monkey so tanky?
It's a big monkey.
Oh damn! I'm actually just like Harry's like just barely above Alabi what in both AC and
Oh,
HP.
Miraj's token hasn't been updated, I don't think.
Wait, what's Harry's AC now?
28.
Oh, I think it's above. I was like,
No,
That's
just barely
back.
below.
No, Mirage is.
Not that it'll
Mirage?
matter because I have a feeling we're gonna fight things that are plus 22 to hit. You know.
that thing. I made myself have an AC of 29, potentially up to 36, and I'm just like, it doesn't even fucking matter.
I
The
respect
health
it.
is important, but especially now that
Alright.
the stat lets me stone skin myself.
Valendra goes. Oh, I guess before that, you as a reminder of what's out here, right? Having walked through over back to where this entrance appears to be. Here is what it says. Near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of the cliff to the east. From the obelisk over here, it says the following, which is written in common. Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Acerak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter take heed. The enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides. Dawn to mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only. We've spent quite some time investigating all of the surrounding area for anything that resembled darkness, masks, children, or keys. None quite seemed to fit all around, and so here we are, no closer to where we started.
Like, I'd assume that all of those refer to things on the inside.
And that seems to be the only logical conclusion.
I do not understand why he would put things that refer to things on the inside. If he had something that he did not want people to go into, why would he lay clues?
I mean, he probably
Well-
wants people to go into it.
It's more than simply that. You see, are you don't seem like you quite have the Arcana knowledge on you, based just on how you look. But
But correct.
Wow.
I
Damn.
mean, the construction of tombs is itself somewhat of a esoteric art that not many of the mages back in the day dabble in. I don't tend to spend much time there either personally, but those who do know that there are certain contractual rules to the creation of such traps and tombs and dungeons of the like. The more hints and exits that you are able to lay out for people who enter, the stronger it is. Simple as that. Similar to how a spell with more limitations tends to be stronger.
I see. That is interesting. And I'll use Keen Mind to see what her speed is.
What is?
What their speed is.
I think they have to be an initiative for that, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, damn, I was gonna shit talk her speed. Interesting for someone who only moves 30 feet per 6 seconds.
I missed like the last half a minute because of my headset.
Like nothing of great import happened. It was just Ali Buwat over here wanting to shit talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and
assuming
also,
that this sword on the ground is not important. It's just.
as far as we could tell, you see Valindra casually cast a spell magic on it. If I had any magic left, I've dispelled it more than enough times. I've dispelled pretty much every square inch of this place. I've had the time over the night. If this entrance can be brought down through dispelling it, it certainly isn't happening anytime soon. I've probably done it about 100 times and it hasn't fallen.
Well, that's what the cubes are for, we imagine.
Yes.
Or maybe you're just not rolling high enough on dispel magic. Your intelligence sucks.
You just have really bad RNG.
Do you actually say that?
No. I don't have Arcana knowledge. I don't know how that shit works.
I mean, it might get her to show like some of her strengths. You know, like maybe we see what her intelligence bonus is.
I mean, we could probably go back and check what her modifiers were on those blights she cast on the crocodiles.
Oh,
if
she
need
got
be.
smarter.
Yeah.
It probably went up.
But, I don't remember. Like, I remember there was like one for each of the trickster gods here. Was there like any room for the cubes there, or was it just in the door where there was like cube openings?
There's only other door where it's cube openings. As a reminder of what's here, alcoves run the length of a narrow tunnel, each featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. You correctly figured out that these statues are resembling of the gods, right? You have one that appears to be a Draculi, a Sioux monster, an Amarad, a Zorbo, an Iblis, a Froghemoth, a Grung, a Commodon, and what initially was hiding behind a wall, but was easily found, is the flail snail.
Yeah, because Unk's the main
Unk.
character. Woo!
What do we remember about like why Unk was behind the wall?
Because I think
was-
it might have been like an indicator that Ankh was underground, possibly, because that was the
I
only
think
shrine
he
that
Oh,
was.
I thought he was like scorned or something like that.
He's the only one that didn't have like a rival or whatever. If you
Oh.
remember from
Yeah,
that story.
The other 8 gods like had like 2 like pairings that hate each other.
Yeah,
like,
because
pairings
like one
to hate
would
each
like
other.
fuck up when the other one tried not to. Like one ratted this bitch out because he's like, oh, he's so noble and honorable, and the other guy's like, fuck you, how dare you?
This
I
seems like
thought
a pretty
Unk was
accurate.
trying to do something. I don't know. I remember something with Unk.
Yeah, Unk came out at the end and made God cry, and it saved the world.
I feel like you're biased here.
No, I swear to God. He like blinded him and it made him cry, and like the world was saved or something. I don't really remember the exact story, but that is what it is.
That's pretty accurate, yeah, actually.
I found the old story. So Obolaka and Ijin were enemies.
Mhm.
Then next, the other enemies were Shagambi and Nang Nang.
I thought we like wrote on the map here which god was
It's a
which.
different map.
Oh right. Why are we-
Kubazan and Papazadl.
Wait, why are we here instead of American? What was there?
And then
This map's
Wango
hard.
and Moa.
Okay.
Yeah, this map's just a lot more detailed, so I picked it.
Oh, okay.
That has the cracked bathtubs. That's how you know it's good.
No one was writing those down as I was saying them, were they?
No.
I'm in bed, man. I'm sorry.
Jordan's like, you don't deserve me.
I'm just going back and then writing them down myself.
Why are you in bed, Mark? How are you gonna play from
I was
bed?
gonna write them down, but I missed the first 2, and I was like, too late to start.
Well, if I need to get up, I'll get up.
Mark, we need
but
you
it's
to
like-
get up.
It's
Quick,
so
put
much more
Kion in a
comfortable here.
death scenario.
Like
Good luck.
Papazadl and stuff.
Alright, Mark, there's a boulder falling. Make a DC 50 dexterity check.
Yeah. Oh, an acrobatics check? Okay, I automatically pass those.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
doesn't
I didn't say
include
that.
the symbols I'm
dexterity
putting
check.
there.
Yeah, sorry, dexterity saving throw better.
Yeah. It's okay, I have evasion, I'll only take half damage.
You're gonna pass a DC 50.
They
I have
put
evasion,
like,
so I only
little
take half damage.
double-sided arrows, but apparently those don't parse on roll 20.
It doesn't do damage, Mark. It just kills you.
I'll write these down on my sheet as
It
well.
only does half my health.
That's not how that works.
It's fine, I've got a death war.
Right. So the door was like
The boulder
a
casts Dispel
3x3 grid, right?
Yes. Looking over at the door from this distance once more, it looks like a 3x3 grid, except it's conspicuous in one thing. It only has 8 slots for what very clearly fits the cubes. Cubes pretty much look like they fit perfectly in it.
Can we touch the center? Like there might be like a hidden one, just like there was for Ankh on the right side.
I've inspected it fairly physically, using mage hands and touching the center of it myself. I've also casted invisibility, true sight, dispelled it.
I would like
so
to take
but
the
the
Ankh
Saga is
cube and
plus
place
70 to
it against the
investigation.
center.
bonk. The Unk cube clonks against it, not phasing through the wall.
Okay.
Why do we not
Yep.
try to just simply put the ones that hate each other across from each other, perhaps?
Are there like any like designs on this grid?
Have you tried casting darkness on the center?
I mean, like, is there like any kind of like designs, lines, arrows?
Nope, it's completely empty there at the center, featureless.
Okay.
Aqua, I'm gonna ask if she's tried casting darkness on the center, like in the one shrine that we visited, where that was potentially relevant.
I don't think that actually helped, did it?
I don't
vague-
remember.
I also made the connection, but unfortunately it didn't seem to do anything. Neither did light, daylight.
Let us put the other ones in
Dark
there
Star.
first.
I mean, there doesn't
Alright.
seem to be any indications that there are certain spots for certain ones. I guess we could
Did
just.
the enemies oppose on the riddle? And if this is a clue, then surely it helps here.
Okay. Like we
Although,
could.
hold on, Lady Valindra, you do have more people here than us. Would your people perhaps like to do the honor of putting the cube in?
I mean, that's what the grunts are for, aren't they? I'm not saying that.
I would
I-
wager that you
Mm.
have many wizards here, but not quite as many people that are specialized, like our group.
While
simply-
he's fucking doing that, I'm just going to start putting, like, Ubalaka and Ijin in these two, the top center and the bottom center.
Okay,
Here my
got it.
companion is
He does not
perfectly
give a
willing.
They seem to have it under control.
They do indeed.
Besides, why would you send your own people over into it? They summon a zombie.
Ah, I suppose that is fair as well.
Does anything happen if I try placing those two in those two slots?
That you place them into the mechanism, it kind of locks. With your hand, you kind of wiggle a bit, and you can tell that there's some give that you think if you pulled it, it would unstuckify. But otherwise, they're clonked in.
Right, well, I guess I will try Shigambi and Nang Nang like this.
Yeah. Every time you put a single one in, it clonks and locks into place, held by the stone around it. You place
and
one in,
Kubazan and Papazotl. Like that.
Kubazan locks in, Papazotl locks in,
And then Wango and Moa, like that, across.
Wongo locks in, Moa locks in. And you wait. You begin to see the entire gate there beginning to shake violently. And it begins to lift up. And up and up and up and up. Beyond, you see that there is but a room there. Quite small looking. Only about, let me measure it. 15 by 15. But it's hard to see much more than that because there's a thick, heavy vapor inside of the area.
Okay. Do we send the zombie in first now?
Should we send zombie in or just perhaps go in ourselves?
Sending it into zombies seems like the most strategic option.
I would agree.
They enter into the mist that's over here. kind of don't see them, but Valindra knows that they're there. As it enters through, you begin to see that the gate is slowly, very ever slowly beginning to close.
What?
Do we need to be concerned about that? Because like we could just open it again in theory.
Well, presumably, but we're not too sure.
So it's just a 15 by 15 room?
But well, 20 by 20 actually. Sorry, I mismeasured it. Yes, that 20 by 20 room. There was a thick, heavy vapor about the area.
We probably just have to turn the things inside, no?
Keys turn on the inside only.
Akko, I try to investigate with mage hands, like going into the room and just kind of feeling around. Do I feel anything?
Yeah, you feel some bones on the ground.
Maybe
As
we need
if
to take
people have been stuck there before.
maybe we need to take an Unk's thing in there.
That would be my assumption. Would you like me to carry it in?
I mean, I honestly would like to see what happens to the zombie while it's in there while it closes.
Same.
I suppose we can wait. I can be outvoted.
Well, I don't want you to get locked in there and just die. That'd be really funny.
Would that be funny?
Well,
it's
okay,
more
it'd be
of
funny.
a
It'd be funny out of
tragic
character.
thing.
Character. Confuse me sometimes.
I'm assuming Valindra has no objections to this plan.
It seems reasonable enough. Only issue is that if what if the cubes? I hope that they're easy enough to remove from there, but let me see if the zombie can try turning something, some mechanism in there.
Yes.
The gorilla zombie goes and tries reaching around on the back panel to try and twist and turn at anything, but nothing quite seems to happen. Except as the gorilla zombie latches its hands a bit more around, it like is wrangling around on the door when the door slams down on it, bisecting it in half, killing it instantly. And as the door falls through the ground to the bottom rather than the upside, the vapor that was in here has certainly turned a nauseous green and immediately rushes out at everybody, hitting every single person around the area. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Everybody is in.
Everybody. It reaches out and it's like you blink and suddenly you're just covered in this nasty green vapor all around you.
Sorry, that should also be +8.
He's in the zone.
Outsu?
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
You guys can add D4s from Nick's thing. Don't forget.
Yeah, D4. We go from 19
I don't
to
think I have a
40.
reaction.
21.
I don't have advantage on this. I don't think. I don't know why I thought I did. Oh wait, I forgot to add Paladin to mention that. I got a 28.
Very nice.
That's probably fine.
Is there a limit to how much that 1d4 can be used? Or I don't actually know.
Proficiency bonus times per day, or per long rest. So you have 7 uses.
Okay. I won't waste one on that.
I can add a D4 to use if you want as well for pretty much free. Actually,
I don't think I succeed even with. Like I just have to
Yeah,
hope
but
that
I've got as
health
many
damage.
D4s as I friggin'
Wait,
want.
is it a reaction or?
Yeah, it's a reaction. I can use
Oh, so
my
you only use
helpful
one.
word. I could use multiple. I could use
What's
like,
the source of this 1d4?
four. It's from my infinite D4.
No, the other
mirror
one.
dice.
The
from
the
Bruno.
bond, the talisman bond.
Oh, talisman. Okay.
Who wants some?
Hey, you got warlock levels?
Pact
Me.
initiate.
The pact initiative
Wow.
from Nick, not from me. Here, Jordan, you got 1 extra. There you go, bro. There you go, bro. And I can't help Zelka or Nick. They're out of my range.
Wait, did I fail?
We
don't know.
We don't know yet.
I mean, I got a
You
28.
Yeah, you may. One,
Let me.
2.
Actually, I have to use this to a reaction of someone failing a thing, so I don't think you can actually get that D4. My bad.
I mean, my D4 can be rolled after you find out if you fail or not.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's convenient, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's the same thing for. Wait, is Flash of Genius for a saving throw? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you have to. That has to be before you know if you fail.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't actually get the D4. 'cause
No, I
this-
don't think I'll use Flash of Genius. I think it's fine.
This reaction triggers on somebody failing a saving throw, and to give you the D4, I can't know the result. So, Jordan, subtract 1.
All right,
Oh.
give me this. Hmm?
I
Sorry.
think that's this time. Technically, you should not be having the vigilance on that saga. Not that it matters.
What?
You have +2 from your vigilance, which only is when you have that active.
Oh wait, technically speaking, also no one has the aura if they're not in 30 feet of you, right?
Yeah, like I don't have my
Capsule's not
capstone
active.
active.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I don't have the +8, in which case I will use Flash of Genius actually.
All right, does that mean Sagas is also down by 8?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Actually, it's down by 10 then, so that would be 32.
Yeah,
Mhm.
32.
yeah.
Huh. I just realized something about Mizium. It only applies to magical effects.
You and I both know that when they say magical effects, they're being extremely general and vague on purpose, so that it
Nope.
applies to a bunch of stuff.
Nope, it's magical. There's a difference.
Imagine having Mizium, this meme made by the I don't have enough strength to wear plate mail normally, so I had to buy
I just think that's notable because that means that, like, for example, when the dragon was using its breath attack, that shouldn't have been affected by. But it's good to know for future reference. Okay. As this gash moves over all of your locations here, it is absolutely. What's a good word? Those of you who failed the DC 30 Constitution save, it is excruciating in how much pain this deals.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 1d4 for my protection to not fail because I now get a 30, so I'm good.
The gas uses cutting words on it anyway.
It is this much damage split in half between acid and poison.
Is it save or half or on fail or on?
Yeah, half or sit. It's a half.
Save for half.
Yes.
Yeah, save
and
or
I
half.
couldn't remember the term.
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Half is
uh,
poison.
Half is poison.
I don't see the my roll 20 has been borked. the last couple
559
weeks.
damage.
559. Well, I'm immune to the poison half, and I take half from the acid.
Yeah.
I'm also immune to the poison half, but I take full.
I'm pretty sure almost all of us are immune to the.
Alright, well, I still almost got knocked unconscious.
So 140 damage.
The objects are immune to poison also.
Yeah.
So that will help.
Uh,
That will help out your cannons, I believe.
that just insta gives Mirage, doesn't it?
How dead am
We
I?
hardly knew ye.
Oh, I could use my reaction to make him immune to the poison, but he still takes the full acid damage, so it's still dead, I think.
Oh, right, I have to make a save for my cannons. Oh god. I don't think they have good saves.
I think I have just 10, right? I don't think it can pass.
I don't think I can pass, so I think they just get deleted.
I could check real quick to see if Mirage passes, and that would make the math maybe better.
Shield Guardian.
I can't fucking see it.
So Shield
There.
Guardian not have any save proficiency?
So half on the
I don't
acid.
think Chars have any.
All they take, so they also would take 140. So they actually do survive.
Wow.
Oh, Mirage is alive, just barely. Looking over at where the wizards are, right? You take a look to see how they're faring. Or rather, you look at how they were, but they are all the way over here.
What the fuck?
You definitely heard some spells being cast while I was going on, specifically Time Stop.
Yeah, I figured time stop was the only way they do that.
Dang, even brought Saga with them. Just swept up in time.
So
Wait.
it's also wait. Okay. Let me see. Let me roll the con save for.
You're
the
telling me
Shield
they
Guardian.
all just cast time stop?
They have multiple time stops and multiple teleports.
Wow, and they couldn't have brought us out? Assholes.
So the Shield Guardian just kind of
Remember
dies.
this moment so that when we do like turn on them, there's no guilt involved, you know?
True.
The Shield Guardian just dies. Like it can't survive.
It has saving throws.
It does.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? It's a creature.
Well, no, it gets a saving throw, but it can't pass. It doesn't have any saving throw proficiencies.
No, I mean like, unless it immediately died to this, which we don't do to major damage the same way, it'll just have one death fail and that's it. I think straight up. So at the start of its
Mirage
turn, you
is special that they don't get death fails.
yeah.
I mean death.
It would the shield guard would then roll a d20 to see if it would fail the second one, and then yeah, just roll straight d20 I believe on the shield guard to see if it would succeed on its second death save.
Oh, on its death save. Okay.
Yeah,
I believe the shield guardian can also take half the damage for you, but it seems fine. I like even if it automatically failed 2 death saves, it's fine right now. You can repair it in some way. Presumably, you have a way of healing a construct on hand.
I have mending. yeah.
Mending.
Bro, if I was still Fenval,
I think mending takes a while, doesn't it?
It takes
1
a minute
minute
per
per cast.
cast.
Do you have a action-based way of healing this construct?
Does the medic feat work on constructs?
Can
Let me check.
And
Yeah, medic healer doesn't specify that can't be a construct. You're able to patch up many of the cracks, right? You can see that there are cracks all over the shield guardian, all across, but you're able to get some nice super glue and put them back together, suture them back up with rapid speed.
Harry also knows bending, nice.
Alright, this is the healing for the Shield Guardian.
The shield guardian's back.
Just so that I don't forget, I am going to be dragon steaming myself back up to full health. I can't do the same for Mirage, sadly.
Well, that was pleasant.
75. So
how much is 500 something
Yeah,
damage in the grand scheme of things?
the cloud gas extended quite far down, right? It was about here, and it was incredibly large. It extended like about 100 feet up into the air while it extended out. It was like pretty much just like a tsunami of gaseous acid that went outward. As Valindra crew moved back forward. Are you all quite alright over there?
Would have been better if you opted to assist, but I will live.
I will have a word with my crew about it later. You have to forgive them for their incompetence.
As long as it does
I
not
guess I'll
have
also
negative-
use healer on myself, because I might as well.
Is there a limit to how much you can use that?
Once
Each
per
creature
long
once
rest.
per long rest.
Yeah, each creature
Yeah.
can be affected once per long rest.
Okay.
What is the talisman that gives you the 1d4, Nick? Which one? Pact, Bond, or Protection?
Protection is the saving throw. I just labeled them differently. I just labeled talisman saving throw, talisman skills, and then talisman teleports. But you can do whatever you want.
Bond is Teleport.
Yeah, bond is teleport.
They're just looking at each other and just patching themselves off. Cantrip, 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 cantrip. That seems to be working out quite well.
Yep.
Now-
Sadly, they know one of my secrets now. That's not being said, by the way, if I have to specify.
Valindra actually gets closer over to where the room was. The vapor is completely gone, and all you see is kind of a featureless room now at this point. the door is starting to rise up slowly, and as each of the cubes is passing by, they just kind of pop out of their socket with a little laugh that echoes out when each one hits the ground.
It's the same laugh each time.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's annoying.
it would appear we got it wrong.
That's kind of known for this.
I mean, I feel like the door opening was right. It was what was done on the inside that was wrong.
Correct. This is why if we open it again, I will go inside. And I will stand clear of the door underneath it. I do not desire to be cut in half.
Unfortunately, I have to spend spell slots to summon my cannons again.
You
I
may
will
not want to do that yet.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that yet. Well, while you guys figure that out, I will use whatever time is going on to start casting Mending on my,
Yeah, Harry will help you out with that.
Okay. I guess you can let us know, Aqua, when all is said and done, how many times we were able to cast Mending, or like how many minutes.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be too much of a rush, as unless you're trying to enter into here before the door reaches all the way fully up. The cubes just start falling out one at a time onto this side.
One stands between them, in darkness it hides. Like, this could refer to the 9th cube as being necessary, like on the inside, perhaps.
That's what I was
Like,
saying.
I'm not
That's-
sure about
yeah.
don the mask or be seen and speak no truth to the doomed child. I didn't see anything relevant to those when that happened.
I could perhaps take the cube with me inside while it is closing, because then it would be dark in there, no? Doesn't
Something
seem like it would be lit.
Something also seems off to me. If it were the case that these were the correct order of the cubes, then why are the cubes still here?
As in, why are they being popped out?
Right. Something about this seems off.
Who knows somehow?
So there might be a specific ordering to their oppositions.
At the very least, I'm sending my men further away for the meantime.
Yeah, I'm also gonna stand quite far back because I don't want to get knocked unconscious.
Let's
This is
move
fair.
very, very
Well,
far
this is
back.
Going well, isn't it?
I'm going to go take a look at these things.
So,
Don't unleash any more gas, please.
The door fully closes up to the surface as all 8 cubes have popped out. As the 8th one lands, it gives a little.
And yeah, I'll start just taking peeksies at these things, seeing if there's anything sort of secretive on them.
There don't seem to be any clues or notes of any kind on these particular statues. Looking over at them, they are of the creatures that you expect them to be. And
Sorry, go ahead.
the only still most notable thing is that Unk was behind some wall right there that was previously hidden.
Like, the pairings are right, like...
Yeah, we definitely think this is based on the relationship between the different creatures.
The pairings here make sense of what you had previously established, as in they are in the order that you had mentioned.
Right.
I wonder.
Anything wrong over here? Perhaps it's on the door that is the problem?
I'm just thinking, like, Unk being underground, I wonder if, like, underground is irrelevant, like, underground creatures below on the bottom row, and then, like, aerial creatures on the top row, or something.
Either that, or it's more literal. They may be under the ground itself. It's, you see them send out a telepathy as many of their wizards, not all of them, but many of them, move forward and start trying to shape the terrain underneath with shapes stone. Would it be the first?
This ahead of time.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was something below. That is something I hadn't quite considered, trying to avoid disturbing the area too much.
There definitely needs to be some way of getting, like, Unk between the 8. One stands between them.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably supposed to be done on the inside though.
We didn't hear about a 9th cube, right? Or
This
no,
is the 9th cube.
This is the 9th cube? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these wizards are using which one is it? They're using the stone shape to keep moving around a stone around the ground, trying to dig through. I don't suppose any of you are faster at doing this.
No.
Not my specialty.
The later goes and conjures up some shovels.
I'm just thinking there needs to be some means of knowing where they go if there is indeed a very specific position for each one.
I'll go close to the door, like up here, and I'll just kind of try to closely inspect like each of the holes and the door itself, see if there's anything particular to note about it.
Outside of having a fairly weathered appearance, you investigate quite thoroughly all about. You are sure that there is nothing there that you have not already spotted. Even the missing spot in the center is just there. There's no markings of any kind about the area. There's nothing that indicates it is anything outside of completely and utterly blank.
Interesting.
Just looking at the animals, like Iblis is a flying creature, right?
Yes.
Okay, like I'm trying to figure out if there's like 3 like creatures that would be high above the ground, like of the 9 godly animals.
Just don't. I know I'm sick. You don't have to tell me every 5 seconds.
I don't think
I'm aware.
Zorbos or Almirages would be up in the air. I don't think Commodons or Grungs would be.
Up in the air doesn't seem like it'd be quite right. The ground is still my inclination, but shaping all the stone all around is...
Like, I mean, I was just thinking perhaps that, like, there's like different height levels each of the 9 animals are supposed to be at. And perhaps that's how we're supposed to know how we order the oppositions.
I feel like that's too granular. I don't know.
It would be unusual. It would certainly be unusual. But after all, well, Isaac's certainly much of a... how to say, an asshole. Part of the appeal of their traps is that by giving enough hints, it is increased in its power. And given the power of that, it seems that there should be some hint of some kind on the correct ordering of where it should parent it here. That it lacks an order is suspicious.
So perhaps we're looking at this wrong. Perhaps the enemies opposed talks about the statues over there. One stands between them, that is the hidden one, yes? In darkness it's hiding, that we found it, yes. So we need to figure out the mask, perhaps? Or the doomed child? And then worry about the keys later?
I mean, the oppositions have to be important somehow.
So just coming back to these statues, is there anything like on any of these statues, like anything, including like especially on Ankh? I don't know if there's.
Maybe it's not. Maybe height difference.
You're looking through to see if there's anything notable about the statues themselves, but no, there doesn't seem to be. The actual crumbled part here looks clean. That was not an accidental wall by any means. That whatever wall was previously there was very intentional and is currently rubble on the ground below.
I'm looking at the handouts of the cubes now. But, like, I don't see anything that might help.
Is this a skeleton on the ground, Aqua?
Yes, but it seems irrelevant, as Valindra disintegrates it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I suppose I shall not worry about it.
I did like the decor, but we won't be out here much longer if we successfully get inside anyway.
What happened? So, Aqua, just to clarify, this like thing right here, that's what's on this door up here.
Correct.
Okay.
One
And since these are cubes, does that mean that it would be possible to like put them in sideways?
But I can attempt to place one in to find out.
Because I'm wondering if the enemies opposed would mean that we have to like, put this one facing down, this one facing up, facing right, facing left, kind of thing, you know?
And by Valindra saying I, they mean their zombie will. Summoning it once again.
Are we going to be making distance while this happens?
I don't think anything
I mean, we're only putting
drastic will
one.
happen.
Okay.
Right, only one.
Only one.
It's only one. The gorilla attempts to place in one of the cubes upside down, specifically right here. However, it does not lock into place. It just kind of sits there.
Okay.
So it would appear that they do only go into one way.
Although it was convenient that it was verified by the puzzle itself. They are intended to be right side up.
I mean, we do have these handouts of the cubes. It makes me wonder. Like, I don't see anything.
What do I have that say?
There's just pictures of the
Oh,
cubes.
pictures?
They're continuing to use mold earth and just such along the ground. The entire place is starting to look like a little dig site.
You wouldn't have happened to have found any masks around here.
No masks of any sort, and we investigated quite thoroughly. In fact, I even could do this, as they use locate object, and mask doesn't specify anything outside of any mask that you already have.
Oh
So
no,
what I'm thinking is that
she knows we have the mask of the beast now. Fuck.
What I'm thinking is that the last several lines relate to something inside the tomb. And right, because it says those who dare enter take heed. So I have a feeling those are not relevant yet. We'll just have to remember them as we go through. So like in Darkness That Hides, maybe there's something that's invisible inside, or, that hides in shadow. And, the other ones, and maybe there's something that's like your feature puzzles, but for right now, the only relevant ones are the enemies opposed and one stands between them.
It is possible.
As the party puts their collective noggins together, the dig site just keeps getting larger and larger.
I do wonder if that's actually going to do anything.
The problem
the
is
party putting
that
their noggins together, probably not.
the issue is not necessarily looking in this area in particular. I'm sure that we could dig up this fast enough, but simply look at all this! It could take weeks to find anything substantial, depending on how below it is.
What is this thing anyway?
Oh, it is a black obelisk, and that's where the quotation from Berserk is. It's written, inscribed on it in common.
Should we perhaps take note of his handwriting? It could be useful later.
Maybe?
With your keen mind, Alibawa, do you perfectly memorize their handwriting?
Good.
I want to try, I don't know, like Obalaka and Shigambi across from each other who are not rivals and see if it will lock in those, like, right side up. Like, just the two, not all 8.
Alright. Unless otherwise opposed, Jordan goes up to the door and places one in. It locks in. Places the other. It locks in.
Okay, so they lock in regardless of whether or not it's the right spot. I'll take them back out.
Right. You wiggled them out without any issue.
I mean, like, there's, like, no way to, like, fucking know if we have the right
Yeah, I mean,
answer.
they were like, the sign unless you get it.
That is suspicious. There should be some kind of hint as to the correct ordering. But as far as we can tell, based on the statues, based on the door, based on everything we've observed, there doesn't seem to be anything that confirms whether or not it's correct.
Then perhaps
Why?
no matter what it is correct.
Maybe this is incomplete.
Or perhaps you have to do something after.
Like there's more to this place than just this, right? Like maybe like somewhere like. Do you remember when we found the story of the gods? Like that place was not investigated by her much, if I remember right. So maybe there's something like there, like if they are indeed really relevant to this puzzle.
Aqua.
Give me a second. Just to reply back to that. I had this crew of men not just for showmanship. We've been investigating the entire city quite thoroughly, every inch of it that we could during your absence, and we have found nothing of significant note.
So the only
What
thing
did Saga
we
say?
have to check is inside.
I was going to say, I'm going to use the first time I do an investigation and use the mirror of the past on on what I deem to be the most irrelevant part of the area to see if I can figure out how other people have gotten in in the past.
Alright. There's a few things you could potentially target. You could target the door. You could detect this rubble over here. You could detect one of the statues. There is this black obelisk that's right here. Any one of those might be reasonable targets for your Mirror of the Past.
Black obelisk? Hang on, let's hear more about
What
this.
do you-
Wait, what?
This black obelisk?
That's the.
That's where the
It's not a
engraving is.
poem, but the words. That are-
Oh, okay.
Like they're not on the door; they're
Yeah,
on
we'll
this.
get back to
Got it.
Keep having to
I don't-
swap back and forth between ruler and select.
What are the restrictions
What
on
do
Mirror
you-
of the Past?
What do you guys think?
I don't actually know much about that item.
It just tells you something important about an object's past.
Oh, you can only use
it.
it once.
Yeah, you can only use it once. That's why I'm trying to what
Oh, really?
would with my investigation and history and everything, what do I deem to be the most important?
That might be like a straight wisdom, honestly.
Fine, I'll make a wisdom save if that's what you want.
Not a save, a check.
Yeah.
Your wisdom's still pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very high. It's 20. I mean 5.
Okay.
Which
Well, based on these things, you begin to narrow down what might be the case. For the door, thinking about it, it's probably not as useful just because it's probably been here for a while, and it's potentially so many cryptic answers you could be giving over to. This black obelisk, when asked about a villager, clarifies it is non-magical, so it just kind of seems like it's here. There are many statues, none of which have any obvious markings of any kind, and the actual wall part that's fallen right there, that is suspiciously orderly. Something about it.
The young one is definitely the one that's.
Yeah,
Not
do it on
like
the
the
young sector, I
others.
guess.
is it that one?
I think put the
Alright. You go ahead and look back onto the history of the Ankh statue. You get a scene from the target's past, and here's what you see from the past of the Ankh statue. Let me think about what exactly it would be. Give me a second. You see in the past that there is a Serac lounging out on a chair while various Amuins seem to be manually placing rocks onto each one of them. One of the Amuins accidentally places it in the wrong spot and the Serac disintegrates them.
Wow.
Do it correct!
Dad, what a
It has to be inside the right spot. It's very important. As they continue lounging.
Does he point or something to the right
By
spot?
rocks, do you mean like just standard rocks, not the cubes?
The wall that was previously placed here, they are manually inserting it, and it has to be in a very meticulous order, it seems.
Guys,
it.
He said if Sarek was in a chair, it's right there. That's a Sarek's chair.
Oh my god.
The lore.
What happens if I pick up one of these bricks or whatever from this crumbled wall?
Picking it up, you can see that it would probably fit together quite nicely again. Whoever broke it down didn't like do a very great job at taking it down in a orderly fashion. It looks like they just kind of hit it with a hammer or something and it fell apart.
Would it be possible to like put it in a cube shape and stick it in the door?
You go ahead and try some as such, finding whatever pieces you can, turning them into a cube and kind of jamming them into the door. It does not lock in place and just kind of a little part of it falls to the ground and crumbles as if to signify the failure.
You said the wall could be put back together pretty simply?
I mean, finding that statue obviously has to be important, but I'm not sure why. Like,
Hey,
Can we
can Saga
rotate
check
the
for like
statues?
ethereal links?
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Probably.
I should probably send Mirage like away just in case. Like, I'll be fine. He won't.
Yeah,
Night
Aqua,
Mirages.
if I ask
Kind of
Saga to check for ethereal links, does she see anything?
No, there are none of any kind around here. Which itself is also ticking off some alarms over in Saga's head. None of these seem to be linked at all to the obelisk or to the door.
Yeah, which is weird given that all of the shrines had that ethereal link.
I mean, it's
Okay.
possible that they were made by different people.
Yeah, it's not still the same people.
If we're looking for ethereal links, when I was close to the door and it looked more thoroughly inside with my true sight, I wasn't able to see any ethereal links of any kind inside the chamber either, once the fog dispersed.
Huh. Weird.
Refresh my memory. What are these little circles?
It's just this part of the statue. It's just like, I think it's just part of the art there. I don't think they're relevant.
Okay.
As far as we know, the statues don't interact with the cubes at all.
So my treasure hunter background says that if I can find the text, but it essentially says that if there is like a known if there is a known way to get to a treasure, I'm able to locate the resources that help me figure out where it is, like a book, for example, or a map or something like that. Would I be able to tell, like, something about the opening, like where I can find information about how to open it? Just with my background.
Could you put the text of your background feature?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but for some reason it's not here. Like, it's not in the thing. But it was a thing that we talked about like a while back. It was
A long time, a year ago.
yeah,
Yeah, it would have been quite a bit.
It was a year ago, yeah, and it was
Wasn't it this one? Eye for quality?
No, it was
You can discern more about the nature of traps you see.
no, it wasn't that. Or maybe I'm mistaken with the investigator feat that we also made up. Maybe that was it. I don't fucking know. I thought I had something like to find information, but I think that was the investigator. If that.
I'm just thinking, like,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe we all do just back up and have someone go inside with Unk's cube.
I drew lines like on the thing. I was just wondering, like, because they are specifically set up like this. Like, maybe like it's just simply a matter of like trying to get those 4 lines as best we can on that grid, but that doesn't feel right.
I don't think
I
that.
don't think. Like, I feel like Aqua would have specified which one was which by now if that was important.
Who's Aqua?
Yeah, me too.
Like, can you delete my black lines off the grid?
Yes, I was able to be precise enough. The dig side is getting larger. The vegetation just getting like scrounged around and moved or burnt off.
Yeah, I do think that the first cube placement was correct. I think maybe Unk needs to be inside this time, and maybe you can
I
turn the
mean,
key from the inside
Valindra
once
was thinking that they might not have been correct at all because all 8 were popped out by the wall when it re-closed.
Yeah, but how on
Well,
earth are we going to? Like, what are
who's
we
to
gonna
say
guess until it's right? Like,
Yeah, but who's to say all 8 popping up means they're all wrong?
And how many permutations are there?
Oh god.
a lot.
At least 40,000.
I mean,
But
well,
you said
not
the-
specifically of like like randomly. I mean, in terms of like keeping them opposed, that does cut down a bunch, I think.
Aqua.
That would. It
45,000
would still be a
wall
lot.
could be- You said the wall could be like re-put together, right? Or was I hearing things?
Yes, correct. It looks like it could be put back together.
I'll do that.
Alright.
Maybe.
You start mending the pieces back. Right, just do you have mending?
I don't have the spell. I thought you meant like you could physically put them back together.
You could. It wouldn't like hold together super hard, but it would be possible.
You can do it.
He's building a fort.
I will do that though.
You start placing them back to sorry, give me a moment. I was moving my chair a bit. You start placing all of the pieces back over to pretty close to their original state. It takes a little while, but while somebody's testing something, right, it's not like people are in a rush to do anything reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a good number of minutes, probably about 20 minutes. But Alibaba, you are able to put it back. Looking over at it, it looks like there's somebody had drawn very realistic foliage on the wall. Like there, yeah, camouflage, but noticeably this foliage is absent from everywhere else, and it is painstakingly having been drawn and painted on. You can tell that there are cracks on the wall itself.
Does it resemble anything in particular?
Looking around, you're pretty sure one of these plants resembles the plants and foliage on the outside here.
Does someone have nature to know which plant?
Kion does.
I think I also have nature. Yeah.
I also have nature.
I don't.
The ranger
Ranger
doesn't have nature.
doesn't. The artificer, the warlord, and the rogue do.
Yeah.
As it should be. Having placed them, looking around, if you had to say, they look very similar to the creepers all around on the walls throughout the area. You can see that many vines and creepers seem to be extending down from the holes in the cliff.
Do they seem to be climbable?
Also fly upable, but yes.
So were we holes in the cliff?
They are. Just looks like they're just where plants grow out of. And quick cursory inspection, there's nothing notable on the inside of the holes. They're just where water is stored, and the creepers get water so they can grow.
Okay, but it would appear that Unk is behind the creepers, as it were. So perhaps the cube spot is behind them as well?
Perhaps there's like different spots inside with different plants, and that's like the right spot. I don't know.
I'll just take a walk around, sort of checking for any cube spots behind the various creepers around the area.
Alright. You start pulling back on the creepers. Stone wall, stone wall, stone wall. There's a lot of wall to investigate around, so you're going to have to spend quite a bit of time doing that, but you have some collective teamwork on this. Investigating wall, stone wall, stone wall, stone wall, stone wall. There's a fair bit amount of wall behind these creepers, but otherwise nothing behind it, like on the wall.
This would be a really convenient time to have the Eye of Shadow from Curse Shroud.
Yeah.
I wonder. Don't mind me, I'm just like checking my spell list.
No worries.
Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole.
Yeah, I don't think my commune with nature is useful here.
I can't speak with plants and interrogate the creepers. Which one of you is hiding it?
Actually, that might be useful. Sure, interrogate the plants.
Sure,
I
can
mean,
cast
they
a
probably
monster
haven't lived long enough to be around.
I will look for the oldest looking creepers.
The oldest looking creepers. You have nature proficiency, you said?
Yeah.
Alright.
Fantastic.
This is a venerable moment.
The oldest creepers would most certainly be this batch of creepers around this area-ish here. Kind of like around this area.
Yeah, right. I'll cast Speak with Plants to talk to them.
Alright.
Greetings.
As usual, plants only speak inside of clear visual imagery, as you see images of vines waving at you.
But they can understand you and I speak, right? I don't have to speak imagely back.
They nod with their vines.
Okay, good, good.
I'm not gonna ask how, but
So we will.
It's a visual
we are
image, like
looking for where to put this cube. We found a statue matching it behind a wall of painted on creepers. You seem like you've been here the longest. Do you know where that is hidden?
They put a question mark inside of the visual image above the cube.
You do not know about the cube?
There's the vines inside your mind nod in affirmation.
But you do know about the statue.
You see that it seems like the vines are passing along information to each other. Like one of them touches the other inside your visual image, and another touches the other, as if communicating amongst one another, and then passing it along back. The vines point over in the direction of where the alcove is.
Good, good. Yes, that is where the statue is. But there's no, like... You know the cube slots on the door? Those 8 slots. We're looking for one of those. But not the one on the door.
The vines go ahead and communicate amongst each other across the entirety of the wall. And essentially asking if there seems to be any kind of cube-shaped hole of any kind anywhere alongside the wall surface. And eventually, after a couple of minutes, they return back and say, no, along the entire mountain or cliffside around here, there is nothing that resembles a cube side, and they are all completely certain of this.
Okay, that is... Can I insight the plants?
What the fuck?
Go for it, yeah, as you insight check the flipping plants.
This is a good idea.
Sure. And it seems reasonable to trust the plants on this.
yeah.
They are plants,
plants
they do
lie.
not lie. Give you some nice tasty butter.
Yeah, it's poison ivy, not poison livy.
That's right, that's right.
Exactly.
True.
Okay, so no cube slot on the wall.
I'm
there
currently
anything-
looking at Moa's cloak and trying to see if any of these spells will be useful.
Unprompted, the plant tells you that the water here tastes different from everywhere else. It's good.
Good
Okay.
water?
Nice.
Can I have some?
The plant moves a little bit, and from like the little area up here, it tips some of the water down over to you.
Does it
Wow.
look like regular water?
You have nature proficiency. The water here seems clearer. Not by very much, but it is.
Wow.
Do you know where the water comes from?
That shows the pouring rain down and through tunnels in the cave system above the little cliff face here. Water just pours down onto this area.
Is it possible to investigate those tunnels, you think? Like, is there an entrance?
Yeah, based on the image it showed me, the entrance looked large enough to fit someone.
No, they're very small, but looking through, they're unnatural. Somebody has intentionally put these tunnels here to filter water onto this section of the wall.
So, like, they were specifically making sure these creepers would be here.
This
Like,
is
in theory.
Looks like it.
Where are these tunnels?
strange and very helpful.
Keep in mind that this is like almost in a cave-like area, like where you are, as in like there is a ceiling of sorts, and then it extends out into the city like this.
Right.
There are little tubes and tunnels above this little section where runoff and water from up above drain down around the area, which is how most of these creepers have survived.
If I like fly up there and try and stick mage hand into the tunnels to try and feel around, like anything?
No, they just seem unnatural, and that's about it. They must have clearly been artificially created. This doesn't look like natural cave tunnels like most of the other parts of the walls around here.
Weird.
The creepers, like, aren't covering anything, right?
No, you like touch your hand over to the wall and it feels like regular stone. Valindra even specifies, I casted as many things as I could on that wall and nothing really worked to do anything.
Weird.
Why would the water here be clearer?
And I would imagine it's, like, artificial and coming from inside somehow because, I don't know.
That does bode suspicious. A wall of artificial creepers over there next to that statue. And then suddenly over here, creepers ensuring to be grown through the water up above. Valinda tries disintegrating part of the stone wall, and it doesn't disintegrate.
Be careful. The plants are very
She's using up
cooperative.
spell slots already.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in touch. I'm going to go check where the water comes from. And I'll take off on my little broom.
Going up above to approximately like above where this would be on the cliffside above, you find that the soil is always damp because remember, it's always raining in Cholt. It's always flipping raining, even just a little bit. It is nice and damp and moist. Digging down a little bit, like with your fingers into the soil, you eventually find where some of the artificial tunnels had been started from up there on the cliff. They're leading down over to here.
But nothing like interesting of note from there?
No, nothing of note from there.
Feels like the kind of situation where we should be using divination magic, but I'm not sure any of these are actually going to be useful here.
Thanking my stars that I'm not a full caster right now.
'Cause, like, I don't think even the buffed version of Find the Path is actually going to be useful here, for example.
Why are you thinking he's a full caster?
Because
it
he
means
has
I'm
less
actually
spells
trying.
to look through.
I'm actually trying to solve like the riddle instead of just
Oh.
looking at my spells and going, which one of these is useful? And the answer is none of them. It's always
Well,
none of them.
Yeah, like, I'm at the point where it's like, I don't know if we can solve the puzzle, so I'm just looking at our cheat codes.
No, the real secret is that Aqua hasn't gotten a solution. He's just waiting for us to say something smart enough that sounds correct.
I will say in advance now, none of my puzzles will ever be like that. As funny as it is, because it is very
No,
funny.
I only think Jake said he did that at one point.
Look, man, I was running out of prep time.
I mean, we have access to Moa's cloak for a reason, right?
I would do something like that for if it was a rule of funny, right? Like in a one shot or something. Absolutely, 100%. Let's go. Like, yeah, that seems about right.
I think we just go back to what we were gonna try earlier. Put the cubes in, take Unk's cube in, see if anything happens on the inside. Probably take someone who has dark side or true side or something like that. Or both, blind side, dark side, true side, everything, you know?
I mean, whoever goes inside, like, is still going to get blasted by the acid poison gas.
Yep.
Like, if it's wrong, I'm assuming. They might even might even be worse in there.
I do feel like at this point it's probably a good idea to try to figure out what the plants are involved with. Because why would they still be here?
Very good point.
And why would that one be fake ball of plants?
Well,
Is-
maybe someone with nature can nature check creepers and see if they have any significance, like religiously, culturally, botanically.
I mean, yeah, do they?
Not in order to know the significance for creepers in Omuan culture, you'd probably need some kind of nature expertise.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in, like, Omuan ruins. We probably might be able to, like, find something, but that would probably take forever. I mean, these guys have been searching, like, up and down. Like, maybe we could, like, ask the wizards if they've, like, noticed anything about creepers and, like, that's significant to the Omuans.
Which of the red wizards would you like to try asking about this?
Him.
I'd rather not, honestly. But
Yeah, that one in particular.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, moe.
I do feel like we're missing something obvious,
Yeah.
though.
All right, Azel, you're going up to this guy and asking him.
Yeah, that's that guy.
They're gonna be like, go talk to Valentia. I don't want to talk to you.
This red wizard's actually pretty friendly.
Oh shit.
You go up to them. Their voice is a little bit raspy, but that's about it. On being asked about this, they go, I was looking through some of the books. I don't have them with me, but each of the plants seems to have some kind of cultural significance. Creepers seem to have been associated with hiding truth, and of secrets in general. I do not think that this would have been lost over the ages, per se. Also, would you like a cookie? I have an extra.
So,
Do you like chocolate chip?
We're saving this guy. This guy is not allowed to die.
yeah.
Here you are.
You know the gif of the kid crying while he's loading a pistol? That's gonna be us when we have to kill this guy.
Yeah. Is it possible you think that this is a bait?
The cookie or the plants?
Not the
I think he
fucking
means
cookie.
the-
This door. Dude, not the fucking cookie or the plant. Fucking. The reason I actually Aqua, is it? Would you prefer me to not? So I know an okay amount about the original Tomb of Horrors module. Should I avoid, like, saying anything?
I mean, your characters know what they know. If you know stuff about the Tomb of Horrors, that might be relevant since Sarah created that too.
Okay, well, the original Tomb of Horrors module, the entrance to the tomb is hidden inside, like, a wall, like, hidden behind a wall. Like, it's hidden behind, like, rubble and shit, and it's not, like, an actual normal entrance. Also, Acerak is a literal piece of shit, and he will do absolutely everything he can to not allow you into and get through the tomb.
Sing.
So like because like what did Valender say is that like the more hints they give, the more powerful the tomb is, or something like that.
Yes, the more hints that a puzzle gives, the more powerful the the trap is allowed to be.
Gotcha. So like, Acerex in the Tomb of Horrors, Acerex gives like a poem at the beginning of the dungeon that's supposed to guide you through, but it is not very helpful. So like it's helpful, but like not really. So like I would advise not believing that what you're doing is necessarily correct, and that it might just be there to throw you off.
Okay. I get what you're saying, but on the more important matters, Aqua, what's this wizard's name?
Mark was just waiting for
let
me
me
to finish
check.
talking so he could say his thing.
This wizard's name would
Not even
be.
listening, he was just like, okay.
No, I was
get
listening.
I
the
understand.
point.
Like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't really have any good ideas on the subject.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of.
Their name is Ayla.
Ela?
Ayla. I typed it in.
Yeah, okay.
A response to you mentioning the Tomb of Horrors, Valinja will go up to you. I'd considered that potential option, and thought about casting Disintegrate on most of these walls, which is what I spent a good portion of the time doing. But none of these walls are disintegrating.
What the hell is her obsession with disintegrating?
Alright, fair enough.
If you have a problem, and you disintegrate it enough times,
Bring it up with the boss.
you have less of a problem. Quite literally.
I cannot argue with that logic.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unk behind the creepers. Well, Unk was the solution in the story, right? Like, it was the one who saved everything, so the solution being behind the creepers.
What if
I don't
I
think that's
take
teaching or not.
What if I take Unk's cube and just go like crawl into the space behind the creeper wall thing?
I don't think you can fit.
You don't think I can fit?
No.
What if you cast Enlarge Reduce on Bruno, since he's already a small creature?
Yeah.
Oh, he's small? I didn't realize.
I'm small. I am a rabbit folk. I can choose to be either medium or small, and I chose small.
Was it like Heron gone?
Yeah.
Is that from the original?
Someone didn't make your token small.
I think it was when it first came in, but by default, probably not.
I heard a cat meow.
So did
Yeah,
I.
that's mine. Timber wants food.
You should get a dog
No.
instead.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
I agree, but wow.
Hostility has entered the chat.
See, Aqua, is it possible for me to fit behind that wall?
Doing what behind a wall?
Just like I want to take Unk's cube and just like, go see if I can just hang out behind the wall with Unk's cube. See if anything happens with Unk's cube.
Like, behind which wall?
The one that has the creepers on it, like the fake
Oh.
creeper.
Okay. So over to here, you go behind the creepers and you hold the cube. It feels
Happens.
comfortable. These creepers are like a camouflage to the world around you. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm fresh out of ideas.
Alright, that's it. I'm
I'm gonna-
going in.
I'm gonna cut some creepers from the wall.
Whoa! You were just having a conversation with them.
The spell wore off.
Yeah, they're no longer people now.
Oh.
I will try to take. I'll try to take bits that'd be like healthy for the plants to get trimmed because I have nature proficiency, you know.
Yeah, you go for the more vestigial ones.
Wow.
I'm just gonna now. I'll just dangle the creepers so they're covering the middle bit.
That's like,
Dangle,
that's like
dangle.
plant eugenics. I don't like this. What the hell, man?
Wow.
I'm assuming that nothing like pops up or anything, but you know.
No, you get the creepers just fine. You trim up a bit. Trim.
Creeper.
Trim.
Aw, mystery.
Probably
knew it.
gonna go the whole
Yeah,
time
we
without
knew
this joke.
someone was gonna say it at some point.
But you should
I
still
don't
feel
know.
ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
don't know
I
what that
do.
is a reference to.
And then yeah,
Uh,
I'll
don't-
try
you
to
don't
get
want
the
to.
If you know, you know.
I've been
I'll try to get the
thinking.
plants to cover like this part of the door.
I've been thinking up and down, but not geography. Maybe like the shrines' placements on the map, but probably not.
It's worth a try.
I mean, they
Maybe
might not
not.
even be like
Of
placed so
discernible
that the opposite pairs are opposed to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
All
You
right,
can
so
probably look at the map and at least guess. I mean, see if that's the case.
in order looking, Saga, you said you're going in. What's that mean?
I'm just going to merge with stone and go in.
Like merge
Huh?
with stone, like
Stone.
on the creeper wall?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and set your
I
token.
I will ignore whatever the fuck is happening here and go in. I'm just kidding. No, but I will actually, I will actually get Rocky out, Malphite, and see if he could go, try to figure out, like, if he can figure out, like, if there is a proper entrance that we may not be seeing. Because if these are fake entrances to make us, like, not really think about other places, maybe he can figure out other places.
Possible.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it go, like, kind of underground and check out the, I guess, map. I'm gonna try to make a map
On the
of
map,
what
on
he
the
can
map,
see
on the-
by burrowing.
Go ahead and place where you would like them to begin this.
Where do you guys think that he can start?
Oh.
I was thinking,
don't know.
like, here, somewhere like that.
Yeah, go
He's
for it.
underground.
Right, diggy, 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 diggy. As they dig not too much further in, right? They manage to dig like right about. They only dig a little bit in before they like hit against some stone that they're unable to burrow through. But it takes a little bit, right? Like they get a nice little clean about 10 feet in before they impact onto the stone that they can't dig through.
Okay. What about the other side over here?
Diggy, 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 diggy. Right, same thing. There seems to be kind of a similar thing where about like 10 feet like in the wall itself, like about yay in.
Yeah.
Right.
So just stone.
Yes. Would like to keep digging alongside the cliffside?
Yeah, I'm gonna just, like, make him dig along to see, like, if I can map out the. I have cartographer's tools, so I'm basically just gonna, like, try to follow him and make a map of how large the outside of it is, if there's any holes that seem to not have any stone that he cannot go under.
As
Stuff like that.
yeah, as you specify that, right? They will exit out of the creeper wall over here and indicate to you as such that there is stone there that they can't dig through because there is no stone there.
Huh. What is it? I'm gonna
Empty
go-
space.
I will go investigate this area.
There's a stone wall in front of you. It's been thoroughly investigated for any marks attempted to be disintegrated and various other things. Malphite's just kind of exiting out.
So he says that there's nothing there.
I think he means there's nothing like in a little bit. Like rock, empty space, rock, right? Or am I
You could speak Terran, so you can communicate with Malphite, right?
Yeah. I speak
There's
there.
the monk bullshit, yeah.
I'm calling it monk bullshit, okay.
The empty
Only
space is
what it is.
quite large.
Okay, so is this wall like the only thing between the empty space and like us basically.
Malphite nods about it.
Okay, I'm going to ask him like to kind of map out where the wall starts again. I don't know why I didn't think about this before. I mean, I didn't. Nick gave me the idea of saying, it might be like foe, basically.
I mean, I just don't trust the Serac in the slightest.
Yes, that's fair.
That area right there.
That area right here.
That's a pretty big space.
Okay. Well, I'll ask him to. Can he go this way at all?
They attempt. As they get to about here, they are bumping into the stone again that they can't get through.
Okay. I'll ask him to just follow the wall still on the left this way.
Yeah.
Is it
They
all
continue
wall?
to do so, and
You
They give you-
reveal that space.
yeah, it's fine. They're able to explain more about it once asked about more particulars before moving on, but they find nothing else except the constant, impenetrable stone all across as they get closer. Except, actually, it seems that it is about right here when the stone begins.
Oh,
The
so
more
what
and
is
more
this?
to the left that they go, the rest of it is still just regular stone that they can move through. So like this is
Okay.
stone they can actually get into.
Got it. So this is impenetrable stone. This is regular stone. This is an actual entrance of some sort.
Yeah, like it looks exactly the same as the door over there. Like,
Then let us get over to there then. No?
Yes. Okay.
it's
So
definitely
I'm going
worth
to.
investigating.
I am going to map out the area of the impenetrable stone and how large it is. I will ask Malphite to roam around on this side this time and see if he can help me map out the unimpenetrable stone on that side. Just to so that I can have like a kind of like a bigger picture of where this like magical stone begins.
It seems like it starts right about here and continues on that way even as they go further and further to the right.
Okay, and is there any kind of like indication that there's an entrance here?
No, they find nothing of any sort after digging through for a bit.
What about on this side?
Which side?
What about on this side?
They find no impenetrable stone of any kind over there. They just dig through.
Okay. So it does feel like this is just like stupid, fake, since there's nothing there. You know what I mean?
I mean, it could still be
But
information, like the
it
wall
could
that had the
be-
creeper in front of the Unk, for example.
Okay. I think that it's most likely like either a key mechanism or it's just there to make us think, I don't know, that it's not, that it's important when it's not. Did Malphite notice any doors here?
There's the gate that resembles very similar to the other one. Here's kind of the outline of where all this impenetrable stone is, approximately.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the others with my map. I'm gonna tell Malphite that he did a great job and I'll give him a rock.
They fondly regard the walk.
And I will tell him that he can go back to my rock, which is where I released him from. Okay, so guys, here's the shtick, and I'll kind of tell them about the other door that is resembling the door that we can see this one, right?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
right
What
there.
was this again?
What?
This purple thing. What was it? I forgot.
That's the door.
Oh, it's like right here.
No,
No,
that's
that's
just
on the
like
door.
Okay,
yeah, like
got it. Okay, so I will let them know like that there is another door that could be more openable.
I mean, it definitely merits investigation.
I'm going to have Harry use the pass wall spell on the wall over here.
He gets pass wall.
Yep, that was
Why
very
don't I
much
just
a
blow
spell.
it up?
Well, I like I'm not Valindra, or you actually, for that matter, I guess.
I didn't say disintegrate. I said blow it up.
I think he means
Tomato,
like with
potato.
artillery fire.
I don't know
Yeah.
disintegrate.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
why I said
explode.
tomato, potato.
You know, this I think out of every campaign I've ever run or seen, this is the first time I've seen pass wall used.
Yeah, right. I was literally like, I think this might actually be useful. Yet I read this spell, I was like, wow, this might actually work.
I have
Like, you
merged
could
with
just
stone.
walk right in with pass wall.
It's a stone wall that's about 20 feet deep, right? Like,
Well, it seems like this he can go through. So yeah, that would be great. But
yes.
is
So
it
like,
just one creature? Or
pass wall just
It
lasts for an hour.
remains there for an hour.
Yeah, you can just walk through the wall for an hour.
okay.
Right, you set up a pass wall as Bruno gets ready to artillery down the wall.
If you don't want me to do it, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Do not artillery the wall.
Ah, you're boring.
I guess.
Let
That
me
is
go ahead and
precious rock you're wasting, sir.
let me go ahead and draw where the pass wall is.
Besides, the plants were nice.
Exactly.
You know, ironically, I don't think Harry can actually fit into this.
No, he can. He can.
So like it looks like the other wall with 3x3 grid with the missing center.
Why do we have a
And
giant
as you approach over and you look over at the actual wall here, what you see is the following. Give me a moment. And Valindra's like, Valindra's right here too.
Like I'm just waiting
look-
for it to say like you lose or something on it, but
It kind of looks like this, except there is a knife's hole in the center.
Oh shit.
okay.
Okay.
What did I tell you?
Guys, Malphite
Something to
didn't-
think. Like this might be more dangerous than the other one if it's wrong. Like do we want to
Probably,
like
yeah.
try to use the other one to get the right combination?
Should I share
rates?
another tidbit of information maybe?
Hmm.
What?
In the original Tomb of Horrors, there were 3 entrances and 2 of them were traps.
Oh, fantastic. Nice.
Only one of them was
Nah.
real.
Surely.
So I
Surely
mean-
not.
So I mean, you know,
I mean, this one does have a big advantage in that it does have a 9th cube slot.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Aqua, do you remember how I told you that with the do you remember that puzzle of that Saga did like a while ago that took like hours and everybody was mad? But I did it with the eyes of Minuteseeing and making investigation checks to try to figure out where it would go before I actually put it in. Would that help me in solving this puzzle? Or do I need to have just like raw information?
You would just kind of need raw information because all these cubes look fairly similar, really. There's nothing about them that really distinguishes them like against the grooves here. And there is a
Wow.
give on these two, as in they fit nicely in, but the mechanism locks them in afterwards, so it's not like it's a perfectly snug fit like a key is, for example.
do you
So,
want to try looking for a 3rd entrance first, or what do you guys want to do?
I do not believe there are 3 entrances.
well, I could set Malphite to kind of explore some more area.
Yeah, I mean, well, Aqua said there's nothing down here, so I don't know.
I mean, it can't hurt to look for another entrance, right? Right.
Yeah, you may as well, right?
I mean,
Wait.
we could theoretically
Where did
find a
that
3rd
happen?
entrance in the dig site they're making, in theory.
True.
Also, just because there are 3 entrances does not mean that. Let us say there are 3 entrances. That does not automatically mean this one is wrong.
No, it doesn't.
It's true.
That's
So
not
how
the
will
point.
we decide?
It's
I mean,
about
well,
seeing our
I
options.
think by
before-
virtue of there being a 9 in this one and 8 in the other one, I think it's more likely this is the right one.
Hey, Aqua.
I
Yeah.
would agree with this assessment.
Are there actually skeletons on the floor here?
Yes.
Can we cast Speak with Dead on it?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that.
Yeah, go for it. We're using Harry to do it?
Hang on, let me look at Speak with Dead. Can he do it from the 10 feet? Maybe not, actually. He can't do it. That's really fucking funny, actually. Never mind, he literally can't.
You clearly don't understand how to do this correctly. Valindra just goes and uses a mage hand and just... Their mage hand is a bit stronger than usual, just tosses the corpse near out here.
Honestly, she
Wow.
has a point. Mark's like, no, he can't do it. He's not close enough. It's just like, here's the
Well,
bones, buddy.
You see, I don't typically throw skeletons around. I tend to have more
'Cause you don't
respect for the
think-
dead.
It's because you don't
Really?
think.
You're saying that.
I like how Zelka and I both just simultaneously went L.
You're like, I wasn't there for the session, but I have heard the fuck about what y'all did to fucking Fenval's corpse.
It is in the recap. The quote from the recap. The session began at the party returning to Port Nyanzaru and parading Fenville's corpse around the city with various songs being played, few of which actually matched the occasion. After sadly parading the body around,
We played Taps and Crabbery. How is that's like perfect? What do you mean?
Like, if I had been at that
I said
session,
few.
Bryn would
I
have
said
shut that
few.
bullshit right down.
I said few, so some of them did fit. Don't worry.
Nobody complained when Harry ripped Astra's heart out of his chest, but you know.
they took Fenville's corpse to
Multiple
the temple to
people
keep it
complained.
fresh.
Mm.
And as a group agreed to super glue the corpse to the bed so that when he woke up, was stuck to it.
I mean, the thing is, like, Jake
You guys
loved
are
this
awful.
idea.
It's what
so...
Fenwell would have wanted.
I'm
It's
so
true.
proud. In my own words, I said, and I quote, "I'm so proud."
Yeah, he did say this is the. Yeah, he did say it literally.
I feel like I'm the only good aligned character in the party left.
Well, okay, to be fair, Bruno is good aligned, but he wasn't there at the time. So.
Okay, I will
I'm
accept
also-
your excuse.
I'm also good aligned, but I was dead at the time.
Also, Kion is very much chaotic some bits. So-
Chaotic
Yeah,
and good are
I've
not on
noticed.
the same scale. You can be chaotic good, Mark,
yeah, I know, but
I am
but you're
not.
neutral.
but you're not.
I'm just like
Chaotic
imagining
neutral.
like a fourth box over to the right of chaotic neutral called chaotic neutral and Kion's face just there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
We're
forget
not-
that they did this. They did the whole parading the corpse down while there was a bunch of Fenville's fans down below
Yeah, fucking
into the corpse.
god.
We were gonna.
I should have been
animate
there to
him.
shut that the fuck down.
We were going to animate him and have him like wave and shit. Okay.
Oh,
You
Not
guys
don't
for
are
say
not
we.
allowed to
Don't
have
say
sessions without
we.
me anymore, okay?
don't say we. That was your idea, and we didn't do it because that's
I-
horrifying.
That was not my idea. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's where the line is drawn.
That was not my idea. I didn't even mention that. I was pretending to be drunk the whole time.
I'm not sure if y'all heard me. I'm just gonna say it again because it merits saying again. Y'all are not allowed to have sessions without me anymore.
Okay. To be fair, this only happened because I was dead.
God.
Ven was
You
too
should've
dead to stop
protected-
Fenville.
Exactly. If you protected Fenwell, this wouldn't have happened. So technically, it's your fault.
Oh,
And I was already fucking feeling guilty, thanks.
No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
Speaking of dead.
Anyway,
Speaking of
yeah.
dead, speaking with dead.
yeah. What should we ask?
Can you
What
use-
they
can you
did
use-
leading up to their death, I imagine.
What happens if you cast Speak with Dead on Valindra?
She's
I-
undead.
I just continue to
He will
talk to
talk
her
to
as
you.
normal.
So yeah, I'm gonna ask how they got there, and
Yeah,
why they're there.
Harry brings up the stone, and with
Oh
it,
wait,
you
hang
see-
on, sorry. First, some question. What's her name? Sorry,
Why would you waste that question?
because
That's
I can.
polite.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue, Aqua.
give me a moment. I have it.
Oh shit, he's got a
Yeah,
name.
you didn't think I had it, huh? Yeah, I see what you're trying to do. You thought I didn't have a name, but you're wrong.
He has a name. It's a good one.
Yeah, this person's name is Bravis.
Wow.
Shit.
Bratwurst.
Alright, Bravis, how did you die?
It's a little forward.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming Bravis knows that he's dead, right?
I mean, technically, it's like an animating spirit and not his soul itself, so.
They tell you. Let me see what
It's not
the
like it
specific
cares
details.
about rudeness at this point.
I was thrown out of the hallway in front.
Maybe a little more detail on that?
I was gonna
Well,
say,
yeah.
you can ask him what did you do to get, like, tell me on, what were the events that led up to your imminent doom?
Okay, first off, why were you here?
Would you like both of those questions in order, or like
Well, why were you here first?
as part of the Yellow Banner? We were here to find an artifact to save Our Lady's life.
Didn't we find some of them in fucking hell?
I don't remember.
Like, I'm pretty certain you, at the, like, the Nightmare
The
Devil with
cave,
the bone
yeah.
golems it was making, like, apparently there was a member of the Yellow Banner there.
Damn, they're Mr. Worldwide over here. What the hell?
Yeah, they get around.
So yeah, what? I'll ask what Saga recommended then.
We had found a wall here and had established teleportation to get over into the empty space. As we entered into the hallway, a timer triggered. Many of us stayed in, many of us stayed out, hesitant on indecision. I failed to make the decision fast enough. And when the timer expired, I was thrown out here, and that is the last thing I remember.
So you didn't stay in or out? Is that what I'm understanding?
I am not sure.
Any other questions?
Like I say, do you know if, or I guess how did you find, how many questions do you have left?
It's unlimited. It's a resurrection stone.
Oh, okay. How many, we can say, how did you find this entrance? Is there any other entrances? And are you positive that this entrance is the right entrance?
Yeah.
we
sure,
found a guide back over in the Trolton area of Volmu. They remembered the history of the Tomb of Horrors, and we were able to quickly deduce that this must have been a hidden wall of some kind, and figured out about the empty space not long afterward.
And I said, are you positive this is the real entrance? And is there any other entrances that you found?
If this is not the real entrance, I do not know what happened to my fellow party members inside. When that door closed, the last thing I saw was the life flash before my eyes.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's... How many members was your party?
We attempted to send in 30, only 10 made it in.
Okay, so...
Did you have cubes of the trickster gods?
We had found them across the continent. As we inserted them in, they disappeared.
Oh,
Disappear.
What is the order?
if they disappeared, then this is probably
Yeah.
the correct door.
Yeah, that's the next question. What was the orientation of the cubes?
They tell you the order they placed it in.
Loggers? Let's go?
The order is very it matches up with like over here, like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, top to bottom, left to right. Like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and Unk in the center.
Oh.
But the way we had it initially.
I did
More or
not
less.
do that, but I actually did not do that initially because like I
Yeah,
did
well,
this, so that was not the same order.
Yeah, it's the same idea though.
Yeah, but like if there is a specific order, like that does make more sense to go from top left in the top left, and then go down along the lines.
Okay, so they put the so they disappeared, probably going back to the tether where they are.
So can we get names on each of these statues now that we have established that it might matter how these are?
Wait, on the
Let me-
statues? Oh,
yeah, like which one is top left, so we know what goes top left, for example.
Let me go ahead and get it. 1 second.
Yeah, we had it on the previous map, but we don't have it on this map.
Yeah. This would be.
Sarah's going to try to investigate and figure out how many people's boats are there in the area where we're standing. Like, if I
Yes,
can figure out like how many skulls or something to figure out how many people died. Because if it's 30, then let's not do that. But if it's less than 30, if it's like 20, that means the 10 that made it went in.
And I don't know if
Right.
you can determine cause of death from just their skeletons, but that's also something to think about.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but
Hey,
Unless
I
it's
mean,
like charred
I'm-
bones, like that's the exception.
I mean, we
I
can't just
have
resurrect
healer
just
and I
every
have medicine
skeleton.
proficiency. Oh wait, no, I don't. I thought I took medicine proficiency. Oh, weird.
So like this is in a zigzag pattern is how it's phrased inside of here, but same dealio, right? You got Moa, Wongo, Ijin, Obalaka, Papazato, Kubizan, Neng Neng, Shagabi, followed by Unk at the end.
Okay.
Rap god, rap god.
I'm just gonna put that in text next to them in case we need
Oh,
to
okay,
read it.
sorry, I didn't mean to move you while you were doing that.
No, that's fine.
Looking around, right? You have an investigation prof, so you do manage to do this. Looking around, you think there's probably about, like digging through the soil because some of these are clearly like in the ground itself. You're probably finding the remains of about 17 people.
Okay, not bad.
I don't think that's ever been like a conversation before. You find the remains of about 17 people? Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
This counts the
Uh,
person that's outside that Valinder
I
like
will-
forcefully
I
took
will
out.
ask him also, do you remember how many of you were hesitant to make a decision?
Yeah. As you are asking, right? You see that the red mages are listening intently. Valinder goes, "Keep digging."
What does he say?
You asked about how many were indecisive.
Yeah.
How many were not sure if they wanted to go in? And also why? Why were they indecisive?
You ask. Let me get the numbers on this correct. – 15 of us were indecisive and stayed out. The other 15 went in and stayed inside. The timer that was ticking made it uncertain what to do. It was unclear whether to stay in or to stay out. I was on the periphery between both when I was blasted out. Back out of the hallway into here.
Was there any skeletons or dead
I mean,
body
it's
remains?
let's say, yeah, it's possible there's some not from his group amongst there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was there any remains of skeletons at the door when you got there?
Yes, there were many.
How many?
There were certainly about 8 at the very least.
Yeah, and he said about 10, didn't? Right? So about 10.
You look around, you think that if there were any others that didn't belong to this group, they would have decomposed a long time ago. They don't appear to be
Oh.
amongst here.
bones don't decompose. So they should be there.
Like we do find like, you know, dinosaur bones, you know?
Yeah.
Magic.
Layers.
Maybe they're just like under the ground or something, like buried.
Would you like to try digging?
I like how
I
far
don't-
back Isel is on the map.
I don't have to dig.
Yeah, I'm
it.
just kind of sitting all the way
It's
back
his,
there.
it's his
Oh, under.
perfect range.
You don't have to dig
If
what?
if I go into the outer state, I can burrow.
Alright, would you like to do that then?
Yeah.
Alright. Avatar state initiated. You begin to burrow down into the ground. You find bones underneath these, and you dig further, there are bones, and you dig further, there are bones, and bones, and bones, and bones, and bones, and bones, and bones.
Can I tell the date of the lowest bone?
Yes, this would coincide with about the construction of when this tomb happened, which would have been about... Let me see.
So while I'm thinking about it, does anyone have any other questions for the
Yes, clearly I'm still
for
investigating.
Ravis? Well, yeah, but I mean, like before, move on.
Let me find when exactly this happened.
Also, you're not the only person who have questions, Rose.
Wow.
Whoa.
How many saga, please? I'm in my investigation mode, okay?
More like cringe mode.
True. Good mission.
This would have had to have been about 500 years ago.
Okay. The bones would not be that deeply buried then. But either way.
Oh wait, hold on.
I will
Let me
ask
check
him-
something. I need to check one more thing to verify that. I need to find how long ago the spell plague was. Let's
Okay.
see.
And we got the Tomb of Annihilation lore coming in.
I don't even know what the current like date is.
It's it's current day.
Sweet.
2022.
Okay, yeah, about 500 years ago, which actually does coincide with the spell plague happening about 250. Actually, 100. Sorry, spell plague happened 100 years ago. A bit over 100.
I don't actually know what the spell plague is.
Unfortunately, your character might. Did they have history?
Plague.
No.
Yeah, you definitely don't know what the spell plague is.
It's okay. I might know what the spell plague is. Let's see. Do I know what the spell plague is?
Yeah, you're pretty
That
aware
was-
of what
it
the
was
spell
DC
plague was.
35. It was DC 35.
Ah, shit. Well, you see, Jordan,
Oh.
the spell plague is, you know, it's a thing
It
that
creates,
happens.
it creates a plague.
The spell
It's actually
plague.
it's the spell plague. That's all.
Yeah.
The spell plague was a period of time when a mortal attempted to interact further with the weave in order to gain access to 10th level magic, and in doing so, attempted to interact with the gods themselves, leading to the death of one of them. In response, the world's access to magic and the weave of magic itself was permanently altered to limit mortals' capabilities to tap into magical power, and had various chaotic effects throughout the land. The signal towers were part of this, actually, and one signal tower, Firefinger there, is one of the only remaining remnants of signal towers in the world, as a result.
Wait, so the signal
Maybe just
tower.
been treating it like a power up.
Well,
Hey,
there's a
man.
power up.
It's a
because-
proven power up.
Oh, speaking of the signal tower, I'm gonna ask Valindra about a connection between here and the signal tower.
I'm not quite sure that it would be quite powerful enough. Are you familiar with the concept of ley lines?
I'm not, but Keon probably is.
There's those,
Yeah.
like flows of magical energy through the land. Even I know that.
Yes, as
Are you
the
pulling-
Dragonborn here stated.
Magic together.
Yeah. Listen, Mark the player's knowledge of the Arcana is not that great. Sorry.
L.
I mean, to be
We
fair,
are-
I know what a ley line is. Not even related to D&D, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
magic
ley line of
together, Jamie.
anticipation.
well,
It's all
that
my
too, I
cards
guess.
flash.
Yeah, the only other thing I remember about ley lines, I played a video game a couple years ago where if I put a mage on a ley line, they were more powerful. That's all I remember.
And the concept is simply that there are flows of magical energy that are concentrated at particular aspects, while signal towers were once used in order to consolidate and make clear where those how to say, the intersections were. When the spell plague happened and tore apart the weave, many of the signal towers failed to be at any of those resulting ley lines anymore and collapsed shortly after. As for where they are, we have one back over in Day. I don't know what they're using it for. It might be where the Nexus is located. I'd have to check.
So basically, the idea is that there's no ley line here for us to use to get between the signal tower and here quickly, or something.
Not as far as
I
I'm
don't
aware.
actually know what Kion was wanted for that.
Yeah, basically just some quick method of travel, because it's very likely that the tomb has anti-teleportation magic, and so access to the signal tower may prove useful given the. I'm going to pass this off as an error of the signal tower has some relevance to the tomb and its history. I will confidently say that I'm not gonna say that that's the reason that Harry is 15 feet across.
Yeah, it's like you're actually saying that and you see that their eyes kind of glaze over. You could just say it's for the monkey, it's fine.
I will actually. The guy, the dead person that we're investigating, he said something about setting up a teleportation something. What did he say
Circle?
about that? I don't know. What did he say?
I don't know. I just assumed that circle would follow teleportation.
I don't know. Aqua said something about them setting up something.
Because there is a spell called Teleportation Circle,
Yes,
where
I
you
know,
can
but
set up like
asking-
permanent circles so that you can just
Yeah, but you
teleport
need a
to them
year.
directly.
Yeah, this circle that can be used for teleportation purposes requires a year to set up. It's from the spell also known as Teleportation Circle.
Yeah.
But what were they doing? Is what I'm asking him.
Maybe they were doing that.
I actually don't recall to mention anything about teleportation. They said that they were shunted out of the hallway, and that might be what you were thinking of, but they didn't mention anything about setting up a Oh, they said they teleported across this wall to get into here. They were setting up a way of teleporting in over here.
Okay, that's what I heard. I wasn't sure what it was.
Imagine teleporting 30 people across instead of opening up a path wall. Amateurs.
I mean, they might not have had a cleric or a druid to cast Pass Wall.
Okay, I will also
I
ask
no one
him
bothered to know the spell. Like, the spell sucks. I'm not learning.
Yeah.
what
Wait, pass wall is
was-
wizard only.
Oh,
What kind of
which
person
the other
was
one I
your
thought of that was
guide?
cleric and druid.
What's up, Chris?
I was asking, well, now I'm lost because you guys.
Oh, meld into stone is cleric and druid. That was the other one.
I have that spell.
I'm shocked. Wow, I'm shocked.
It's merged with stone, isn't it?
No, meld into.
Okay, well, I haven't as merged with, but whatever. I said when you guys put in the cubes, what was they disappeared? What was like the guide's reaction or everyone's reaction? And also the other question, where was your guide from that he knew so much about the tomb?
He's actually from the tomb.
It was
So
really
you're
weird. We
asking-
got here, and there was just this guy waiting here. I'll guide you through the tomb. It's very strange, but he didn't
Had the
ever.
skeletal
He didn't.
face.
Yeah, he didn't ask for anything in compensation, so we were like, sure.
Yep,
We
this is
managed
the
to
right door.
Okay, now let Aqua answer, please.
We managed to find an individual named Orvex who was investigating the nature of Omu. They had been here for several years and had intended to enter into the tomb alongside us, as they describe what they look like.
Okay, yeah, I
We're
trust that guy with
50%.
my life.
We were 50% right, Jake.
He was just kind of here.
Okay.
It aided us greatly in our search.
Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt Saga's question by asking. By asking, what is that hat? what is that?
Wow.
It's
Is
not
that like a?
hat.
The band, sorry, the band.
I don't know who this guy is on the screen, but he looks like his name would be Ali Biwat.
Hey,
No,
He's got like a rubber
That's
banner on his head.
racist.
How is that racist?
how's that racist? You called me an
I don't know.
ogre when you met me.
If anyone's racist, it's you.
That's
Okay.
true.
Now back to the actual question.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
now you want to
something
change the
real quick.
subject.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him what he well fuck, I lost my question again. What information did this man give you about the tomb before you entered? Or before, everything happened? What did he say about the tomb? Any historical facts?
They mostly assisted us in being able to locate all 9 of the shrines all across the land of Chult. The clues were hidden all throughout the city upon several months of investigation and much deciphering about the area. Once we had established all that information and found the cubes, we were able to investigate this entrance that was of significant importance. We had to be careful as there was some other inhabitants of the city, but the guide was able to make peace with them and showed them that we meant no harm.
Who was this person?
They tell you that this is... Give me a moment, I'm finding.
You know what I just realized? You remember all the effort I went to break into that door at the Fire Fist, whatever?
Yeah.
Flaming Fists Fort.
Yeah, the Flaming Fist. Well, couldn't I just pass wall from the outside into their like secret closet?
Maybe.
I mean, probably.
That sounds like it would have been way easier.
But it lasts for an hour. Wouldn't they have noticed?
Well, it was in the middle of the night, so and it was from the outside. So unless someone's just roaming the grounds.
I mean,
Also,
there probably are.
they definitely
patrol guards
noticed
at night.
because some of the spells were missing from the door.
Mm,
Yeah, they definitely noticed that more than the pass wall.
that's fair.
So I'm trying to find this one thing. Where is it?
I mean, I think Passwall is too high of a level for you anyway.
Well, Harry was assisting me in the.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Harry's a better mage than Kian.
Harry's a better mage than everyone in the party right now. I'm pretty sure.
That's true.
I mean, I'm a half-caster.
Harry's a
right,
half caster
yeah,
with
but-
benefits.
I don't
He was
care.
arguably
I
better
don't
than Denval.
Harry could be a non-caster, but despite that, he has the ability to cast Power Word Kill with an increased threshold. So I don't care how good of a mage you are, Harry can probably. do it.
Also, having a DC 28 dominate per monster is pretty dank as well.
I mean, if I do dominate,
Does he
monster,
know
I could also have a
Counterspell?
DC 28.
What do you say, Wiz?
Does Harry know Counterspell?
Not a threat.
No.
Like, a guy
Yeah,
could
that's right.
Counterspell his, forward kills.
You'd just have to make
Well,
a check
yeah.
though, wouldn't you? Because it's 14.
No,
Yeah.
I could cast it using my 5th level slots,
level.
which would get up to my +4 to be a 9th level Counterspell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Harry's.
But Harry's
power
a
word kills are
14th level
13th
Power
level.
Word Kill, or a 13th level Power Word Kill.
Then yeah, I would have to make a check.
That would do it.
Unideal.
Spell casting against each other in our party doesn't work very well when we're all upcasted to +4.
I mean, his wisdom save isn't great, right?
No.
Like, I could definitely shut him down repeatedly.
Ring of
He does
absolute
have-
freedom.
Harry does have +1d4 from me though.
They also
Yeah,
just
he
have the
also-
ring of absolute freedom. They
Ring
can't
of
be locked
absolute
down.
freedom.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like, it wouldn't be.
Actually, I lied.
Oh,
He's got a
yeah.
plus. He's got a
See,
plus
Wiz,
11
this
to
is why it
wisdom.
would have been good if you were here last session. You would have been able to duel him on shit.
Like, I was
Oh,
just
no.
thinking, like, I could theoretically just keep using him, force using command to make him lose his turn.
You know what would have been a really
But I
interesting
think
fight?
absolute freedom would go through that.
That would go through, yes. It would just subsume to command because it works on any effects, not just conditions.
You know what would be a really interesting fight, and I'm being sarcastic here, Joran versus Alabiwat.
Yeah.
I mean, don't I just instantly win because I heal from the fire damage I'm being dealt back?
And I can still hit you.
Yeah.
They have the Staff of Power now.
And you don't do that much damage, and I have a lot of health.
I mean, I could double cantrip each turn, and these are empowered cantrips.
Yeah. I got a lot of help.
He also has cantrips, by the way.
Okay,
I also
anyway.
regenerate health. I take half damage from magic.
If it sounds like there's going to be another duel before entering into this place. Asking about the inhabitants of the city, the Yellow Banner member describes them to you. There were various snake
He
people.
has a name. Bravis describes him. Thank you very much.
Bravis describes what they saw.
Put some respect on his name. Thank you.
Originally, we had to hide our presence from them throughout the city, but eventually we were able to negotiate peace with Rosnasi, the leader of the city itself.
Oh my god.
Yo, he looks like me in real life.
I was
Get
about
that
to say,
checked out.
like, why does he look so ugly compared to the ones in the back?
Wow.
Yeah, he looks like me in real life.
Unlucky.
Yeah, the Auntie believed that the closer you are to attaining the form and visage of Dendar the Night Serpent, the more divine and powerful you became.
Do
I
you
mean,
happen
that
to know
doesn't look very snake-like on the head.
Do you happen to know somebody? Do you think they happen to know somebody named Sarisa?
Hmm.
Well, apparently Cerisa's a human, so she's been lying this whole time.
Bullshit.
I mean, I know the answer to that, but I won't be saying anything.
Well, I have the Eyes of Shadow, so I'm Leon also knows the answer to that.
Even if Sarisa's a human, her personality is out of this.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but I mean, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Hey, what if Crystal's watching right now?
I think.
I mean, I could pull up the stream and check.
I wanted to ask him a question, but I forgot what it was.
How was your day?
I don't think you can
She is
answer that
not.
question.
Alright, well, VODs exist, so.
Okay.
It's true.
Oh, I wanted to ask Bravis about the other portions of what was on the obelisk, if they knew anything about that. So, in darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen, speak no truth to Doomchild, the keys turn on the inside only.
I never found any relevance to that, even up to the point of my death.
That's the DM way of saying you'll have to figure that puzzle out later.
What was it again, Mark? Can you read it?
Alternatively, it's the Acerak way of saying, "Ha, got ya, bitch."
It's what Aqua posted earlier, I'll just...
The
No, I
riddle.
want you to read it again.
I don't want to read it again.
I think I have a handout for this, hold on.
Actually, that
Um,
does seem like a reasonable thing to do.
Rose wants to hear your soft voice saying it again, Mark.
True.
I'm good.
What the hell, Mark? Rude.
Let's say 2 handouts, and then that would be this one right here.
Do you know Joe?
Go, mama.
Who's Joe?
Joe
Joe
from,
Mama.
oh,
Joe's Bizarre Adventure.
Wow.
talk
Nick,
about
that's your
the
favorite
British
TV show?
Joe.
What do you say, Jake?
That's your favorite TV show?
Yes.
Oh, question. Did anyone actually take Nizahal's Primal Tide?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
and
I
don't
forgot
think
about that.
Nick did.
You could take it if you want, Jordan. Alternatively,
Hang
I can also take it. I don't mind.
What if we roll another D100 for it?
That's...
I mean, I'm just
Wasn't
not
there a
sure
ro-
who has the
well,
most
hold up.
impactful turns.
Upsilon rolled for
I
it and
do.
won last time, but we decided to give it to Fenville anyways. Do you remember why?
Because you said you didn't want it.
Well, no, but there was a reason that we ended up deciding that it would. No, it wasn't.
I
just that we
think
didn't want it.
I was second place, and then I said I'm gonna give it to Finville.
That's what
I
happened.
don't remember.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Nizal's Primal Tide. Yeah, I remember.
Was it because the tsunami spell uses DC, and so Upsilon's DC would be shit?
That's why you didn't want it.
Yeah. So I mean, I
And the reason you guys gave it to me is because, quote, Fenval's turns have the most impact, which is a lie and a half.
Did we say that?
Yes, that is what
I
you
mean,
said.
yeah, he's the only full caster.
Which one of us specifically said that? Because I
I
don't
don't
think
remember.
I would have said that.
I remember
think I
hearing
did.
it. I remember hearing it thinking, that's bullshit, but I'll take it. The problem is, my turns aren't the most impactful, but refreshing my reactions is pretty impactful. Oh, it's so dumb.
Me.
I mean, it's
my
not
turn.
it's not attunement, so we can always pass it around if we don't end up using it. So like, if you want to take it now, that's fine.
I mean, let's just let fucking fate decide.
Okay.
Again, don't need it, but I will roll a D100 because I like to roll them.
Nice, Merc.
Nice. Nice.
I got beat by 1.
Nice.
Good X.
I
But did you
would-
really
Nice.
Ah!
Why?
Never mind,
Every
Jordan won.
time.
Sorry, Joran won.
I mean, I won't say no
How?
to fate.
You always do this. How do you always outroll everyone?
How? I rolled a fucking 1 on the con save earlier.
True.
Also,
Yeah,
Upsilon
but-
was the one who usually won the 1d100 rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're no
But
longer playing it
Upsilon's
slow.
gone now, so that's why I lost. So,
true.
He's
Blame
dead
it on
to
that.
me. I don't know him.
yeah, you know what?
Sorry.
Actually, let's see this. I'm gonna switch to as Upsilon and see what I roll.
Well, laugh if you roll like a 2.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Oh yeah, the fate knows you're trying.
it was
to pull some
better
bullshit.
than High Major Commodore Artillery Sergeant Bruno, Captain of the 3rd Order of the Bombardment Corps.
True, it was.
True. Does anyone have any other questions for Bravis?
Ask him
Uh,
if he's heard of High Major Commodore Bruno, Artillery Sergeant Bruno.
I think he died a couple hundred years before you were alive.
Maybe he's heard legends. I don't know. I was prophesized.
The chosen.
Yeah.
I was.
I'm gonna ask Bravis if he has any tips for fighting a Sarek that his guide mentioned.
I'm gonna also ask him what was he expecting to find in the tomb.
They were trying to find an artifact for their guild or whatever. That would bring their lady back, is what I think you said.
Oh, right.
The Eye of Zoltek. This fabled
Oh,
and
yeah,
said to be
that.
able to revive the dead.
Also, Mark, you asked for tips like fighting a Serac is like a weekend attraction that you go to do with the family. You know, it's like, oh, you got any tips for this?
Well, I mean, like anything
I'm
that
a
he
raid
knew.
boss.
Alright, let me put it like this. Any like weakness or any kind of thing that he knew about a Sarek from his adventuring or from the guide that was here. Is that wording better for you?
I don't know if anybody's ever actually successfully fought against a Serac. So
Well, yeah, but you might know about a weakness,
I mean,
even if you haven't fought them.
how would you find the weakness?
I mean, there are some obvious things that the one can do, like buying like arrows of undead slaying.
I thought about buying those for Zelka, but I figured he wouldn't want to have to update his character sheet.
Do
to
we
re-
need them?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured the reaction would be.
But you just chuck them to him in the middle of a fight, I guess. Like, take these!
No.
I know Zelka too well. You'd hate that.
Resources? Disgusting. I'll tell you what they know. A Serac, lich among liches, one of the most powerful spellcasters that exist. But there were 30 us, we were 30 strong, and all incredibly powerful. We were sure to handle them. We were sure of it. And I never got past the entrance.
We were all incredibly strong. By what metric?
They were all like level 8.
What is considered a powerful adventurer in like society? Like
We live in a
like
society.
obviously I'm not expecting like every like party's wizard to be the level of an Archmage, but like what would even be considered like
Probably like tier 3 and tier 4 or higher.
Tier
No,
3
I'm
and tier 4.
assuming- I was assuming like by the like level 10, you're pretty damn strong compared to most people. Like level 20 is like you're literally like legendary at that point.
yeah.
And yet we still managed to have level 20 legendary adventurers die not too long ago.
Hey,
Legendary
true.
threats. Legendary adventurers
I was
require
level
legendary
22.
Alright, so I think that we should stop this questioning because I think we're kind of out of questions. What are we thinking? And
Yeah, I
actually,
mean, we can always come back
try to
to
get into
Bravos.
the goddamn tube before it's midnight and I need to sleep. Huh?
Yeah, like I was
I
thinking
think
maybe
I'm gonna
like
thank Bravos for his time. I don't think it's a question though, so I don't know if it went through.
The animate spirit does not respond.
I don't wanna. I feel like I had other questions, but I totally forgot.
Okay,
So-
who wants to volunteer to poke the cubes in the spots?
I will do
I
this.
mean, could someone do it from a distance, like with invisible mage hands?
That's
I can do it with
fair.
All the way
rock
back.
hands.
well.
Did-
I don't know if
the
you want to be
door
that far back as
didn't open
Zelka.
when it opened, no?
Huh?
What'd you say?
It was only after the door opened that there was issue, right?
Yeah.
So
I
let
mean,
us
do
just...
we want to do this right now? Like, if we do get the right combination, apparently they disappear, so we would have to like go find all the cubes again if we don't go in immediately then. And I'm not sure
Yeah.
we want to go in immediately because like Valindra and her wizards are all missing big spell slots. We're all missing health. Like, this could be
Them
like,
missing
just...
spell slots is as much a boon for us as it is a negative effect.
I believe
It
that we
is,
should
yes,
go
I know, but
What'd you say?
Okay, so I think
I
that's a good
think
point
we should
actually.
go quickly.
No, not right now. Let's take like a long rest here, maybe. While Valindra and her men are looking for whatever the fuck.
Do you not have
Make
people
sure that
dying
we're
of
all
the
ready
death curse?
and then go.
I did not hear what Jake was saying.
Do you not have people dying from the death curse? Is
I
this
mean,
not
it's-
urgent? Didn't
Well-
somebody die that you were
I mean-
trying to save?
Yeah,
He didn't die
but
from the death curse.
But,
He
like-
died because
no,
he
I
was
think he was
killed.
talking about
Oh.
Sindra
Syndra.
Sylvain.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I mean,
She's
is
already
8
dead,
hours going
so-
to be the difference?
She's literally dead. Like
Probably
she's
not,
literally
but-
dead.
I can be concerned regardless.
I mean, I'm fine with either. Like, what is a little bit of missing health in the grand scheme?
Well, I do think we should reset just in case. Like I don't have my rock.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Priorities,
I was
by the way.
serious.
I know that's the problem.
What? I'll take her. Can you put out the fucking light, please?
Do we want to test? I mean, their combination obviously worked, so maybe we don't
I
even
don't
need to
know
test it
why.
over here.
Yeah, I don't think we
I
want to
don't
test because
think we should test it.
yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Merlin.
the last thing we want is to lose all our cubes and have anyone just fucking die.
I mean, the idea would have been to test it when everyone else is out of range. Like, I don't think it could actually kill me even on a full damage roll. And it does actually take a while for like it to come out. Like doors slowly had to like close and open and close. So,
Yeah,
like,
but I don't wanna
theoretically,
test it 'cause
someone
it-
fast enough like Saga could just outrun it.
If the cubes disappeared, though, I don't want to have to like go back and get them all.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, hopefully Aqua.
I'm
would
just
be like-
wondering, like, if is there anything else we can do right now, like that isn't continuing?
We could open up this door
Well-
again and then try and see if any of the mages die. That'd be
mean-
funny.
We're pretty sure that's a trap.
Let's
Well-
just get some sleep and then go forward. Yes,
Yeah, sure.
that's
Here's
not
the thing,
I could share
overcomplicating
another
things.
tidbit of information from the Tomb of Horrors for no reason.
Okay.
The of the three entrances, the one in the middle is the correct one.
And there's
Hmm.
probably
mean-
another one to the left. It's fine.
And we're certain that this is the correct entrance.
Well, no,
Eh,
but
We can't be certain, but it's more likely than the other entrance.
Maybe a Serac changed the layout of the dungeon
I mean-
in 100 years.
surely Valindra was eavesdropping on our conversation with with Ravis over there. Like,
Yeah,
Surely.
they're right here. They've been here the whole
like
time. I mean,
does
it's
she
right next to
seem
Harry.
convinced- Yeah, does she seem convinced that Bravis? Actually, no. Bravis was compelled to tell the truth. So, like, surely there's no problems with what Bravis was saying in terms of.
Well,
The
he tells the
cube.
truth as far as he knows. It doesn't necessarily mean he's correct, just that
Well,
he He's not lying.
I mean, the cubes disappearing, in my opinion, is pretty strong evidence that it was the correct spot.
Yes.
I'm also
I
fairly
agree.
convinced that this is the correct direction to be going. So we are going this way.
Okay. Assertive, sure.
Does she want to go now, or is she thinking about
That's why.
regenerating
That's why
spell
Saga
slots?
likes Shalindra.
You see that there are red mages all about, getting ready to go in.
I mean, some of them did use up time stops, so I just wondered if that was enough reason to want those up again. But
They'll live.
okay.
So shall we go then?
Well, given that none of your red mages decided to help us, we're missing some health. Do any of them... I know you guys are wizards and all, but does anyone know any healing?
Unfortunately, clerical magic is generally outside of our domain. The gods seem to have shunned us. Wonder why.
We could short rest if she's willing to wait that long.
That's fine.
Well,
Men,
do we
stop
want
the
to short
digging.
rest?
Yeah, the mages will also be taking short rests.
Okay.
As part of theirs, you see that some of them are meditating, some of them are reading books, some of them are eating, are like just having casual conversation with each other. A couple of them are just discussing what they'll do once they get home.
Where's my tiger?
Aqua's giving them humanity.
Oh, there he
I
is.
don't like this.
I'm gonna...
Not sure
I'm
what to do.
gonna...
Oh wait, Mirage has hit dice,
Yeah.
right?
What is with my hit die rolls?
You-
I'm actually correct.
I'm actually not sure on that. Does Mirage have hit dice?
Why are they just going up by one?
I think so, yeah. Their hit die should be equal to whatever their mount level originally was. So, not that many hit die.
I'm gonna go see if
I think the original stat
Ayla
block
has
is
any more
DR2.
cookies.
Oh, they have 2 hit die.
Would
I
have been
have
able
access to the tiger block, I think. Or
Would I,
I thought
would I
I
have been
did.
able
Did you
to,
take it away?
Tiger.
Would I have been able to fully heal the Shield Guardian during this time?
Tiger is...
With me and Harry both.
Tiger is CR1.
No, saber-tooth tiger.
Oh, Saber Tiger?
Saber CR2.
Okay, they have but the raw stat block has 7d10. Like, is that what I have?
70-10.
Yeah. Like, I just looked up the saber-tooth tiger hit block.
It's CR7?
It's
CR2.
CR2, but it
Oh,
has
but the hit
7d10
points.
dice.
I see. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize I had more hit die than this level. But yeah, it has 7. As for what did you ask? Oh yeah. Shield Guardian and repairing. Does the Shield Guardian able to be repaired by Mend actually? Let me see. Let me see how Mend interacts with constructs. No, I don't think it actually heals them. It is able to take a short rest though and expend its hit dice, of which it has plenty. So the Shield Guardian just kind of sits there and does manual repairs.
Aqua.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the red mage Ayla and see if I can help him make some more cookies during the short rest. Is he interested in making more cookies?
Yeah, you see that they're actually like having a nice little lunch over here, especially with one of their digging partners. As they go.
What would be the requisite skill check for this?
Cooking utensils or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think
what
cookies.
skill? What skill?
Dexterity, wisdom, or
Dexterity? Say no fucking more. Oh, let's go! There's some damn fine cookies.
pretty solid cook utensils roll if you go ahead and cook up some cookies during the rest using some of your magic in order to do things like heating a pan up. Getting flour is easy enough. You have the ring of inventory with you. Thank you. They go ahead and share some of them with the others. These are some very good cookies, thank you.
Can I get 1 health from eating a cookie?
Yes.
Nice.
Huge.
Delicious.
Mark
What did you say your name was again?
Doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Wait, is he asking what my name is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell him. I'll strike up a conversation with him.
Yeah. They tell you a bit about like how their studies have been going. They feel like this is a good opportunity to prove themselves to the higher ups.
Yeah, we're saving this guy if we turn on him.
Your emotions make you weak.
It should be a fairly straightforward dungeon run, I believe. I feel we're adequately prepared.
Aqua, was I able to fully heal the Shield Guardian by the end of the short rest and like the time we were spending earlier with me and Gary both casting Mending?
So I looked it up. Mending doesn't actually seem to heal constructs. All it would do is make them not completely destroyed or something.
I think it works for the Steel Defender on the Battlesmith, but there might be a special case for that.
I think it's special case for it.
Okay. Does it have hit die that I can roll?
Yeah, it can roll a hit die for a short rest.
Yeah, if the Mending spell is cast on it, it regains 2d6 hit points. It's specifically about the Steel Defender.
How do I know how many hit die it has?
I think it should be. Shield Guardian by default has 15, but this one's a bit stronger than usual, so it's probably closer to 20.
Okay. What health does it have? 75. Okay. What are they? D10s?
Yeah, D10s.
Okay. Con, what is 6? Let's start with this. 121.
You know, there's been a big upsurge in acid damage in our lives recently.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, that shields the Shield Guardian quite a bit.
I'm gonna do a couple more. Okay, that's good enough. Actually, I think that's full, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
The Shield Guardian was just repairing itself during the short rest.
Woo. Wait.
Hey, I'll be what?
Aqua, I just realized that probably wasn't necessary. It has regeneration. It regains 10 HP at the start of its turn.
Oh, okay,
It has
then
only
it's
1 hit
fine.
point.
Yeah, it doesn't even need it.
Hey, I'll
In fact, you didn't even use healing on it at that. Oh, I needed at least 1 hit point, so it did need healer.
Yeah.
I
guess I could have just used the healer feat though. Lets you spend a minute to restore a stabilized creature to 1 HP though, so I don't actually have to spend the healing charge.
Do you have a way of stabilizing the Shield Guardian though on the ground?
I have a
I
healer.
mean, the healer's kit, yeah.
Yeah.
Does healer's kit work on all constructs?
That's a good question.
I guess that's a fair question.
Let
If
me
not,
check.
I can still do it anyways.
It just says a creature, yeah.
Yeah, just as a creature. Okay. Then yeah, you would have been able to stabilize them, and then they would have just been able to regenerate.
Regenerate.
Cool.
Does Alabi want a cookie?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll give him a cookie.
What kind are they?
That's a good question.
Well, the last ones were chocolate chips, so unless you changed it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fool you and give you oatmeal raisins, so yeah, it's chocolate chip.
That is good, because that is an ancient strategy. Very true. Who the hell wants chocolate chip or raisin? Sorry. This
What do you
guy's
mean,
got
who wants
chocolate chip.
raisin?
Well, there is a difference between wanting raisin and being tricked into eating the raisin one.
You do gain 1 HP back.
That is true.
I feel mildly revitalized. You have my gratitude.
I'll laugh if either of us survives on 1 HP.
Thank goodness I ate that cookie. Whew.
What if the cookie just secretly casted Death Ward on you, and that's why you survived at 1 HP?
Oh shit.
That would be sick. How do you make these cookies more often?
Cookies of Death Ward.
You
I'm
go
sure you
ahead.
could use the glyph of warding to imbue a cookie with Death Ward, couldn't you?
Guess?
That's so extra, I love that.
Interesting.
Wow.
Alright, after the short rest is expired, Valendra wastes no time and stands by next to the door, cubes in hand, ready to apply them in. Oh, right, the pass wall will disappear, but they go ahead and cast one for us. Actually, would they have it prepared? No, they wouldn't have it prepared. One of these other wizards would have, though.
I mean, can't you like swap what spells you have prepared, like during a short
During a
rest?
short
or
rest?
something?
I don't think
I
so.
thought that was like the wizard capstone or something. Or maybe I'm just thinking the wrong thing.
You're actually thinking based on an incorrect assumption. They're actually all only level. They're all only level 19.
Either way, I'm sure one out of these dozens of wizards has pass wall.
Right, the wizard
yeah.
capstones, all spells in your spellbook are always prepared. Yeah, never mind, I have it. Go cast it.
Okay, cool.
Well, hold on, they're thinking about it. No, they're not going to. They're going to need somebody else to do it.
There. Yeah, her spell slots are more important.
True.
Well
Yeah, I've
then,
been,
are
like,
we
keeping
ready?
track of those, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, I believe we are ready.
Like we obviously did inform her of like the combination that they used.
I mean, they were there for it. When it got
Belinda was
mentioned.
there?
Yeah,
Oh,
when it got mentioned.
okay.
Alright. Go ahead and place in one.
Wait,
Place it
hang
together.
on. Can I request that a pass wall be cast twice side by side so Harry can fit through?
He can squeeze.
Can he?
Like it's
They
10
can't, it's
feet
5
wide,
feet.
he's 15 feet wide. Oh,
It's 5 feet wide.
Yeah, it's 5 feet wide.
Valendra gets another person to cast, the same person to cast pass wall, that person's size. Harry can now squeeze through.
I'll give the wizard a cookie. that particular one.
Valendra places one of the cubes in, places another one in. Alright, need some of yours.
I'll look over at Saga.
Yeah, Saga has them.
I will take them out of my handy dandy rock bag. And give them. No, actually, I'll just put them there myself. Like, you know, I'll wait for her to do hers and then I'll do mine.
Alright, they place them in. Gadunk, 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 gadunk.
And then I do it too.
Dunk. And there it is with the 9th cube being inserted in. You hear it. The door beginning to shake violently just like the first one did. And it begins to ascend upward. And as it does, you see that each of the cubes begins to disappear from where they are.
What about that
Goodbye,
extra
little
cube we had?
cubes.
It also disappears.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just curious.
This seems fairly certain to me.
I guess.
As Valendra's not actually too scared right now, we'll just move in to what appears to be a hallway. Let me go ahead and draw all the outlines of
Hallway.
this.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'll follow
I-
too.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
may
yay
or may
big.
not matter, but I will be applying my auras to her just for now.
At the end of the hallway, there appears to be a lever, but as you all start stepping forward into it, you begin to hear a ticking sound that starts counting down.
Yeah, this
10.
must be the timer that was.
I am not gonna follow them in.
What the fuck?
Bro, it's a
Eh?
time bomb.
Yeah, but we literally just had a talk with
Right,
Bravis,
fine,
who
fine.
died
9.
because he didn't join in.
I mean, it looks like Azelle and Saga aren't coming in.
I'm coming. I'm just not in front of my computer. Can someone
Nope.
move me?
Nope. This is real-time D&D. This is a quick
8.
time event. This is a quick time event.
Oh shit!
I'm upstairs. So.
Are none of
Oh.
the wizards going through?
You see that they're getting like organized and getting their bearings on who's sitting forfeit.
It's an elevator.
Like they're setting up in a filed line so that way they can move in together, and evaluating how much space there is there.
Aw, they're moving it together.
That's so cute.
I know.
6.
I'm so proud of them.
They're finally
Azalka,
doing it. Next step.
Azalka, get in here, quick!
Azalka will not go in. He will die.
So you're moving in.
Yeah, please. Can you move me?
The red wizards begin their march in.
What
5.
What if I just cast Wall of Stone and block them all off?
Cast Wall of Force.
I mean, they could probably get through it.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
Looks
I feel like
You know what'd
I
be
feel
really
like
funny?
if we did that, Melinda will be like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Okay, but how funny would it be if you just cast Wall of Stone and all of a sudden you just see like Missy step, Missy step, Missy step, and they all just blink past it.
I was gonna say, does pass wall work if you put another wall where the pass wall is?
That's a good question.
Good
I imagine
question.
it would, right?
Well, it's a
Right.
brand new wall. Like if you put a wall where a pass wall is the pass wall like first or is the because the wall is second, it has priority? Like how does that work?
Pretty sure as long as it's like the same natural material, pass wall will just let you ignore it anyway.
Alright. And as you hear 5, it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the door slams down shut right in front of their faces.
Oh,
Goodbye, little soldiers.
Yeah, the last thing you saw was that as the door slammed shut, you saw your cookie friend get slammed to the wall on the opposite side.
no!
He's fucking dead.
No! Wow, you had to do that to us, Aqua.
I mean, it's a lot less tokens he has to worry about.
We should have
That
like
was
brought him
token?
up to the front of the line and made sure he was with us.
You see Valindra doesn't seem very fazed by this. They're just, that's annoying.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Sokka?
that's exactly Saga's reaction.
I
You're
told you
inside
they
of
were
here.
meant- They were
We
meant.
are
You guys were meant to be
soulmates.
together. Yeah.
We are soulmates.
Saga and Valindra sitting in a tree.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna feel like I've literally you.
You have a
are
way
me.
with words.
Sitting in this hallway, there is a single lever on the wall, and that's it.
I mean,
Pull the
Well-
lever, Krunk.
Punk?
wrong lever.
Mike would never pull a lever.
Imagine there is a wizard, like one of the red robe wizards, just named Krunk, be like, fine.
I mean, I assumed that like Valindra was gonna pull it.
Why would I pull
I'll
it?
do-
I'm
I
going
wasn't
to
saying
pull it
that.
just fine.
Like, this is why
Oh.
I should be awake enough so I can actually do the voice during these, so that confusion doesn't happen.
Ali, but what? You go ahead
Okay.
and reach
Here
for the
we go.
lever.
Pull the lever, Ollie one.
Pull.
I wonder if like the lever just like murders all of them. That's all it does.
Well, that would
You
never
hear a loud
happen.
crash from outside.
Well, that wasn't very good. I think I may have just killed all of your comrades.
That's fine. They'll be better. You as the lever is pulled, you see that a small little crystal skull juts out of the bottom of the lever and goes, "Hey, welcome to the tomb."
Of Annihilation.
But where is everyone? Come on, where's your spirit, people? We finally made it. Well, I mean, I haven't been traveling very long, admittedly, but
That's kind of a weird thing to be saying, man.
I have been traveling far and wide, searching for this tomb. I want to get this over with so I can move on with my life and never do anything ever again.
why did you come on this journey?
Because I was kicked
Bruno's
out
gonna
of
whisper.
my
Bruno's gonna whisper in
monastery.
your ear. You're gonna die in this tomb.
With that same blink expression they have on their token.
Saga was a very lazy monk. She got kicked out of her monastery. They said she needs to bring a treasure from the Tomb of Annihilation in order to get entrance back. At this point, she's just doing it because she feels a sense of duty, not really because she has to.
I think you
cannot
just killed him.
imagine Saga adhering to any form of duty.
Duties.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Like, I have to be here for some reason, right? So
Yeah.
she has a sense of duty now.
Now.
Not only is Bruno gonna whisper it to you, but the Shield Guardian is gonna lift him up to your ear and he's gonna whisper it only loud enough for you to hear.
Me?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, now that you're in the tomb proper, have fun. Enjoy the ride. Also, don't
what
bother
are the-
responding to this. This is a recording.
Ah,
Oh.
shit.
I figured.
Thanks, Eric.
Hey, that's not
Say
my
don't
name.
bother responding to it.
And
Oh.
you all responded to it?
Yeah, but we obviously don't trust Eric, so maybe we're supposed to respond to it, you know?
Rude.
Maybe if
Oh
you don't
my
respond
God.
to it, he just kills us all. It's like Saw.
I'm sorry,
You
I don't
know?
think
All
we're
right,
too,
I
like,
regret
call Palmark to die.
saying anything about not trusting a Sarah because now we're all gonna be paranoid as hell.
I've never
No.
been paranoid in my life. Who
We
said
just
that?
we just did the same thing, like the opposite of what Eric tells us. I'm sorry, but like for some reason, like I keep thinking Strahd's gonna show up out of nowhere. Because I don't know. I'm a little paranoid.
That would be quite an that'd be like an M Night Shyamalan plot twist.
That'd be a twist. Like both of the campaigns have their villains reversed.
I was just thinking of more like the two campaigns combined, and now both parties
they
are fighting Strahd and Acererak
they just
together.
are
Oh my
the same.
god.
The ultimate team up.
I'd rather not, please, no, please.
And by the ultimate
That's
team up,
the
I mean
worst.
Strahd and Acererak, not the two parties.
God, imagine how long
well,
one turn
what
of combat
if?
would take.
Please, no.
Especially for the people controlling two characters on two different chunks.
Oh,
And in
Um,
all
God.
the legendary actions.
One turn
God.
happens. All right, y'all. See you next session.
Man of 1 5-hour session. We'll have 2
What turn per session? Oof. No, but honestly, it would be kind of fun to have the villains reversed. Like,
Man, I'm really
I
let
mean-
I
us
actually think it'd be
figure
really
it
cool
out.
if they teamed up in like an
I
ultimate,
would
like,
rather the villains not get reversed because like it's almost like there were items in the Strahd one that were meant to help against Strahd, and we don't have those.
We don't
Do
need
we
them.
need them?
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Zelda gets it.
No, I'm just imagining like,
We don't
hey, so
need
what did Atreus do in the last session? Oh, I attacked 8 times and that was it. we only had one turn.
what
I'm
if
really looking forward
wait,
to next session. I
wait,
think I'm gonna get to
think about
attack
it this way: if Strahd shows up in the Tomb of Annihilation, that means we don't have to deal with Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Interesting.
To be fair, like,
Instead, you have
I
to
would
fight
rather
Acererak.
deal with Castle Ravenloft than the Tomb of Annihilation, honestly.
Oh, what if the Tomb of
What?
Annihilation is also like an item, an artifact?
Oh my god.
okay. Here's the thing.
Oh.
Personally, I'd rather fight Acererak. Mainly because I
Is
don't
there
know
not
what the
room
fuck
enough
is
for me to
going
be
on
mounted?
with Strahd.
There is. I just had randomly kind of tossed you haphazardly there, as this seems like a reasonable spot to conclude the session.
Mm-hmm.
We made it.
We
We
did.
opened a single door.
It only took us 4 hours.
It only
It
took
only took
one
us-
session.
It only took one whole session. I'm gonna write the recap right
Yeah,
fucking
the
now,
recap.
boys.
We opened the door.
Didn't
I'm
we
gonna go
technically
do
open
it.
2 doors, except the first door was a trap?
Session 45, I believe.
If you don't
right?
mention the cookie, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Session 45.
But if you mention a cookie, that also means you have to mention the fact that they were crushed to death by the door because
Party
Aqua's
opened the
George R. R.
door.
Martin in disguise.
Ate
Sure,
some
actually.
cookies.
Actually,
Aqua
yeah,
introduced the characters
Ned
just to kill them off to torture
urgently
Kion.
Jake,
you
killed
should
the
like, yeah, you should focus more on this cookie man than on the rest of the session
Bro,
because of how little we
it's
do.
done. I wrote the recap already.
I wonder if we'll get a better chance. I got a better scenario to fight her.
I just like the comparison of session 44 versus
Yeah,
session
the longest
45.
recap followed by the shortest recap.
No,
Yeah.
no, the party killed Iron Man was shorter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right, my bad.
That was still my greatest work, I think.
Fine, how about this way? The most important recap followed by the least important recap.
That's objective.
I
Oh.
like how you actually like
We
went
lost
through.
Miguel.
Fuck. This is why I called out
yes.
of work here. I like that you put like who won all of our 1v1s. in the
Yeah, I
recap.
put an
didn't
asterisk
notice.
next
Oh yeah, I forgot about one thing. I actually did forget something. As the hallway door opens up and you see before what is in front of you, you see one more thing. The diamond skull appears behind you from the other side. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It uses to spell magic on every single one of you.
What?
I mean, I don't think I had any spells active.
Neither did I.
Yeah, same.
Neither did I.
Likewise.
Nice. And then it disappears.
Did Valinda have
interesting
anything
that you-
active?
Ugh.
At the very least, it probably dispelled her illusion.
Now she looks like a proper lich.
Something
Yeah, they
even more
do.
attractive
They do
now.
look more like a proper lich, and they just go, ugh.
Well, I could see through her disguise the second she showed up. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. So you've always been attracted to a corpse.
Oh my god, I am not attracted to her. Go fucking stop it.
Stop being attracted to her then.
Let me go ahead and get what it looked like again.
Wait, what was the point of casting Dispel Magic? Can't she just reapply her illusion?
They actually immediately do that. But very briefly, you could see what their form looked like underneath.
I think the idea is that if you were actually competent adventurers and you came in like strapped with like death wards and the like, to get rid of those.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Which means that it actually dispelled Harry's death word, but 6 seconds later it got reapplied automatically.
Well, I am not magical, so that you cannot.
Yeah,
I
we
am
know.
supernatural.
Yeah. Saga has no idea how the Arcana works, so whatever just happened, she's very confused by it.
I mean, I can cast Dispel Magic, so I imagine I would recognize that.
I think it's
even
rather
without
interesting that you
proficiency.
picked a diamond skull. Well, I shouldn't say you picked a diamond skull. That might have already been part of the module, but
I find it
because
very funny.
in MTG Arena, the diamond skull is a representative for the card, the Demi-Lich, which is kind of cool.
I mean, that's probably by design, yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all, yeah.
Let me see.
Okay, so
I'm pretty
how
sure
are
it
we
is.
feeling about the Tomb of Annihilation? Do we think that we're gonna get ass blasted into the nether, or we got
Well,
this?
what I'm more interested in is if somebody dies, how do we replace them?
Yes.
The teleportation.
The question is, are we at the
I-
point? Are we at the point where we don't?
I mean,
The point of no
don't-
return. If you die, it's permadeath.
If
I
you die
will
in a
note
campaign,
that,
you die in real life.
I do believe we are out of
Oh.
diamonds.
Well,
I think
surely
we
we
have
could have bought more, right?
We do just have the Ring of Inventory, but I don't know if... I mean, we could have done it before we went in, yeah.
Yeah, like surely we could have gotten access to some kind of diamond source.
What if
Got
you
it.
bought if we can't just buy straight up diamonds? What if we buy a Helm of Brilliance and then pull off all the diamonds?
I'm assuming there's like some traps that like turn you into like
Diamonds.
I don't know stone or like mold you into the I don't fucking know like something.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
gonna
why
be
my
filled
brain
with.
just went to like my
I
I
brain went
imagine
to
it's gonna be filled with
rocks immediately.
non-conventional traps, so it's not gonna be the standard like pit into spikes or pit into acid or pit into lava.
But those are the best kinds of traps.
It's gonna be a
What about-
pit into the elemental plane of fire.
What
Dude.
about pit into acid spikes with lava below the spike?
Do you remember how Fenwell died the first time?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And do you remember the fucking first ever, like, mini
The
dungeon
hallway
that
of
we did?
doom. The hallway
Yeah,
of
the
doom.
hallway of
Yeah, the
doom.
hallway was
That was
lit.
literally all the hallway was. It was literally like.
Yeah, but those
20
weren't
feet of
made by a
spike.
Serac.
Maybe.
They probably were.
Yeah, but that was like session 1 or whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
session 2.
I think it was
Yeah.
session 3.
And
Yeah.
and the second like sorry, hold on a second, I need to ban somebody.
What?
Concern.
Catmaid's got like
Rated?
rated, yeah. It's fine. That was like I remember leaving that session being like, holy shit, that was just so hard. Like this is some intense shit, and it was literally a hallway of spike. Like,
21
I don't
levels
think I'm-
later.
No,
Yeah, I
to be
don't
fair,
think I'm
that hallway
ready.
was dynamite because there was that one bit where there wasn't actually a riddle. We just had to figure it out through trial and error where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. After that hallway, I was like, okay, I'm taking Dungeon Delver. Like, I can't live without those.
That hallway was lit.
You know what's
I
really
love that
interesting?
hallway.
The hallway was lit.
Wait, actually no, it's fine since it's a different dungeon, but most of the traps in the Tomb of Horrors are not damage traps. They just either instantly kill you, no save allowed, or they teleport you to the beginning of the dungeon, but with none of your equipment.
Also lit.
Oh, there's also one that changes your gender. But if you go back into it to change your gender again, it like sends you back to the beginning of the dungeon with none of your equipment. But it does change your gender back.
Nice.
I mean, I'll be Sago if that's what it takes.
I kind of wish this was like Dragons and Dragons instead of Dungeons and Dragons, because like fuck dungeons.
Dragon.
No, I
Dragon.
gotta,
I actually,
I gotta think it should be Dungeons and Dungeons. I don't really quite like the dragons part.
I
about-
watch
okay, guys.
I watch a lot of YouTube shorts, and there's a bunch of D&D channels that I follow for YouTube shorts, and one of them was saying how you, as a DM, you should never actually like have a party actually fight a dragon, because by all intents and purposes, a dragon would almost none of the dragons would actually engage in a fair fight. Like they would just swoop down on you, breathe fire, and then leave. And then just keep doing that until you die. They would never just like land on the ground and just fight you like mano-y-mano, except like maybe a green dragon because they're really, really conceited, or a black dragon because they're really arrogant.
Yeah, but also like fighting dragons is pog.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like you're saying that a DM should never have a player fight the
Videos like that
literal
always make
staple
me
creature
mad.
of Dungeons and Dragons.
They always make me so mad because actually, if you read the lore, they wouldn't fight like that. Yeah, okay, look, I get it. I get that argument, but also like
Shut up.
I want the dragon to bite the shit out of my players. Like I want him to bite him and claw him and smack him with his tail, because why not?
I think it's fine if dragons don't fight fair. Just give your players the tools to handle it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They want to be jerks. Everybody has magic flying brooms. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure The Rock was a good example of that, right? Like, The Rock definitely did not fight fair.
No.
Yeah,
not
it
at
fought
all.
dirty the entire time, straight
Yeah,
up,
it-
like
it
flying a
definitely
mile
was
over
like, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, especially when it killed a certain teddy bear.
Yeah, it saw the opportunity and it took it.
Yeah, we tried to bait it, and it just didn't take the bait.
Hey, on the bright side, Freddy did get to meteor swarm its face.
Yeah.
Tsundere in chat says, fuck the rock.
Or are you still?
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to head off.
Okay, Aqua.